Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing Tales from the Loop. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The scenario is called Snow Day, and though I am told that it has another name, which we'll put in the credits at the end, the original title. Our game master is Holly Buteau, and for most of us, this will be our first venture into the world of its creators, Simon Stålenhag and Nils Hintze. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Holly?
It's Thursday, December 19th, 1985, the last day of school before Christmas break. 2 full weeks of no school stretch out in front of you. You just have to get through that last day of school. Last night, a dusting of snow and ice settled on the ground. Not much, but for Nevada, enough to stop a small town in its tracks. Outside, the 2 large and ancient robots that work for the municipal government slowly salt the sidewalks and shovel snow while a worker sits back and occasionally looks up from his newspaper, barking orders at them. It's around 7:30 in the morning, and you're eagerly listening to the radio or the TV, hoping for that closure announcement. So with the loop, we always start with a little vignette from every person's everyday life. What does the morning look like for you? Anyone want to go first?
Sure. Well, of course, I got up quickly this morning, looked outside, started praying that the snowplow machines would break down. Then I ran out into the living room and turned on the news to see if our school name would go across the bottom of the screen for the snow days. And I'm sitting there. I've got my robe on, but Mom's probably making breakfast.
For the last month, Dad has been working very late nights at the Loop. For the last week, off and on, he's actually stayed the night working, hasn't come home. This morning, he is rushing through the house, gathering up his things. He's barking on the phone to somebody. This is pretty early for him to go to work. And he claps you on the shoulder to tell you goodbye. And he says, those darn power surges. It has just been every single day for the last month. I swear to God. And last night, a motherboard got fried on my project. It's just, we have got to get it under control. I don't know what is causing this. I'm going to be working late again tonight, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay, Dad, be careful.
All right. Yeah. Jake, just be careful out on these roads if you get on your bike.
Okay.
Who would like to?
It's okay, Mom. What's for breakfast?
It's about half the month. Mom has late shift, and so it's the sort of morning that I have to get up and drag Carol out of bed, and try to get her dressed. And it's like, on the one hand, like I'll pour the Lucky Charms and like pull her sweater down over her head. But like then I'm listening to the AM radio because like there's school districts north of here that have already declared that there's no school today. And I'm just dying to get back to bed. And Carol has no idea, just like.
The 2 radio hosts are talking, and then they say hosts, citizens of Boulder City are being cautioned that the police believe that there are a pack of wolves roaming around the north side of town. If you have any pets, folks, please keep them inside and just be careful. Let the park rangers deal with this situation. All residents, please be advised. The large pack of wolves seem to be roaming around.
Hear that, Carol? There's dire wolves out in the streets.
How old is Carol?
Small children to eat. She's 6.
She's, oh no. Who's next?
I suppose I can go next.
Okay.
I probably, wake up to the sound of my alarm clock, flop out of bed, punch that thing off the little side table, and then make my way to the kitchen and make some breakfast, because if I don't, then I won't eat this morning. Probably got like my boombox set up with some Black Flag or something, and then the radio going, just desperately hoping that announcement comes on as I make some eggs or, whatever I can scrounge up, and, wait to see if my mom even wakes up at this hour. Mm-hmm.
You're probably listening to a different radio station than Bentley, so the announcement you hear is a little bit different. It says that citizens of Boulder City, if anyone has had any contact with Mike Reed, they are being asked to contact the police. It seems as though he has been missing now for several days, and his family is concerned. Citizens are also to be advised that the pack of wolves are roaming around town. Please be careful, folks. We are trying to keep this situation contained.
That's metal. Also, note to self, I guess Mike isn't a square. It's funny. Just like, and once the eggs are made, I'm like, Ma, you up yet?
And you can hear some rustling around in her bedroom, and it sounds like she's probably getting up. It's pretty early for her.
And I'm like, all right, I'm making you some eggs.
All right, Carter. Thank you.
But one of us has to go to the store later because we won't have enough for tomorrow.
All right, who's next?
My alarm goes off, little radio alarm, and punching it down like, oh no, it's late. I gotta go feed puppers downstairs. I try to throw on my clothes, sort of get ready for school, and call for my pet doggy. And I think Mom said there's still some Cheerios left in the cupboard. I know my dad's gone to the factory. He goes to work real early each day, but I might catch Mom to say good morning to her before she heads out. I'm heading downstairs to set up puppers with some food and water.
As you head downstairs, you actually see Mom. She's on the phone though, and she kind of waves at you, and you hear she's having a conversation, and you can hear, okay. Well, Dottie, I don't think there are any bears native to this area. Bill must have been seeing things. Has he gone to the eye doctor lately? No, it's going to be okay. Look, if you want to spend a few days in town, just get a room at the motel. I worry about the two of you up there all by yourselves. But no, there are no bears around here. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta go get Steve ready for school. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Goodbye. Steve. Hey, good morning.
What was that about bears? We should let puppers outside if there's some sort of animals out there.
Oh, like you know Miss Dottie. She's just a little, and you do know Dottie and her husband Bill are pretty elderly. Just Miss Dottie is just she's I think they're just seeing things. There are no bears around here, honey. It's gonna be okay.
Sure. Are you sure we couldn't just keep puppers in just for this one day, just to make sure?
Well, all right, okay.
If there's any mess, I'll clean it up when I get home from school first thing.
All right, okay.
Thanks, Mom.
And Vince, what does your morning look like?
I roll out of bed, throw on some clothes, put my boots on, go downstairs. See that my dad's kind of passed out on the couch. I'll probably crunch one of the empty beer cans around him and swipe the pack of cigarettes that's laying on his chest, grab a beer, and then go outside. There's snow outside. Looks like a snow day to me. I don't need a radio to tell me that it's a goddamn snow day.
When you're making all this noise, you're crunching, you grab Dad's cigs. He doesn't notice, but he does kind of rouse up off the couch, and he's grumbling that he has to go into work, and he says, damn, Mike Reed hasn't showed up to work in 3 damn days. I swear to God, that lazy asshole. and he's just grumble, hasn't showed up to work. He's pulling his workload. Eventually he slams the door and heads off to work.
Yeah, it takes one to know one. Lazy assholes.
Whatever device you're listening to, eagerly anticipating the snow day, it is finally announced that the schools of Boulder City are closed for the day. And whoever is announcing there's like, yep, and we know those kids will be real pleased. Christmas break comes early, kids. Have a good one. So what are you all going to do?
I'll call Jake. Jake, yeah, maybe he might be around. Like, Mom's off to work now.
So you're going to call me?
Yeah.
I got the phone. Hello?
Hey, Jake, did you hear? Like, it's a snow day.
A snow day? You mean I get to go to school? Yeah, screw that. Yes, excellent.
Yeah. You want to hang out? I mean, like in a little bit? Just
sure.
Awesome.
You want to come over here? You want me to come over there? Or do you want to meet?
Oh, maybe we meet
the hangout.
Oh yeah, let's try the hangout. Maybe everyone else might be there. This could be fun.
Do you believe in astrology?
I don't know. I see it in the paper sometimes.
Yeah, I've been looking through the almanac, and they got a whole thing in here on astrology. I thought that was just nonsense.
Maybe, I don't know. Do you have a horoscope that's reading anything interesting?
No, I didn't read it. I don't want to waste my time reading stuff that's nonsense.
It does seem a little out there.
I find it hard to believe all the scientific data is in here, and then they've got astrology.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be something to it.
We've also got the thing about the secret symbols of cemeteries. Anyway, I'll bring the book.
Yeah, bring it over. That sounds neat. You haven't seen any like animals out and about. I overheard my mom talking about like maybe some bear sighting or something like that up on the outskirts of town.
Well, it's actually interesting you'd say that. There's a whole section in the almanac about wild animals in your neighborhood, but it says that there's coyotes. It doesn't say anything about bears or wolves. They said wolves on the. I bet they're just coyotes.
All right, well, I'll see you there. What do you say? Like in a half an hour? You think you can make it?
Yeah, I'll be. Oh, there are bears in here.
Oh, no. I'm keeping puppers in, definitely.
I didn't know there were bears in this area. Yeah, I'll see you there.
Bentley, Mom gave you instructions this morning when she woke the two of you up that if it was going to be a snow day, to send Carol next door. There's another little girl, Lucy, that she plays with often. So what are you going to do?
I thought I'd go back to bed as soon as I heard there was a snow day, but now it seems kind of ripe with possibilities. So I'm gonna plop Carol down at next to her neighbor's house and probably take some food from them because they usually have like good stuff in the morning. And then I'm gonna bike to the junkyard, check on my collection, see if any of the guys show up.
Vince, you heard it was a snow day. What are you doing?
Hell, nothing. I mean, I was gonna not show up to school anyway because it's the day before Christmas break. Who the hell cares? But shit. I mean, junkyard. Go. There's been a couple of I think I saw a couple of old bots without their glass shattered, and I wonder how far I can take a rock and fix that for him,
And Carter.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, probably, eat my breakfast, make sure my mom's, not, conscious still, at least, still all right. Grab my boombox and, the latest mixtape and, head over to the junkyard, place to jam out, maybe catch up with some of the others.
So as you all kind of make your way to the junkyard, a sort of converging point is the community center and the big bulletin board outside of it. Lately, it's been littered with a lot of missing pet signs, but one of them catches your eye. We'll say that you all kind of arrive at this community bulletin board around the same time. One of them catches your eye because the reward money for it is pretty sweet.
$25 for a dog.
Damn.
June.
Oh. Wait. Nicholas Evans? That's my aunt's boyfriend. My aunt Lisa's. I wonder what the hell.
Like a pretty dog.
Huh.
Juno, like
You're
Alaska.
focusing on the wrong things, kids.
Yeah, I
Look,
guess
it says
let's just get-
$25. That's not mistyped.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
you
know what?
know-
She kind of looks like a wolf. Maybe they think that's her running around the town.
When
No, but
when somebody says a dog is friendly and will not bite, I'm like, why did they have to say that?
but wasn't it a pack of wolves or whatever? I heard something on the radio about that, but
Maybe she's
know what the
running
news
with the
is like.
wolves.
Oh, yeah, maybe Gino's leading a road wolf pack. It's like Call of the Wild.
She's only been missing for a couple of days.
I'm sure glad I left puppers indoor today.
Well, grab one of those. I don't know. There's no phone out by the junkyard.
There's
Let's.
payphones.
There's
around.
payphones everywhere.
There's payphones. Yeah, there's payphones.
Well, are they going to reimburse the 10 cents for making the phone call from the $25?
Carter
Just
also
grab one
knows
of those
where-
anyway.
Carter knows
pull
where he
one off.
lives too.
Yeah.
I'll put one off and stick it in the.
Yeah, and Vince and I usually can get a payphone to work for free.
As you're all, looking at this and discussing the reward, especially Vince, $25. You can hear an approaching trio of bicycles. And at this time of day, especially with snow day, you're starting to see a lot of the community kids ambling around. There's an arcade and pizzeria in the center of town. A lot of kids are moving in that direction. But pulling up to the community billboard are Rick, Josh, and Lance, your favorite buddies from school. And Rick hops off his bike and goes straight into Bentley. He says, well, the little freak's making an appearance in town. Is that so?
Yeah, you guys just showed up.
Where's the mirror you're looking at?
You're looking for that lost dog? Well, forget it. We're going to get to her first, and all that sweet cash is going to be ours.
really now.
Well, some dogs do like the smell of garbage.
That's true. That's true.
You watch your mouth, Ransom, and he shoves you a little bit.
Hey, fuck off.
You want to go, Brooks?
I'll fucking take you on right here, but I don't think you're a big enough man. So why don't you just, skedaddle on, stop barking.
So this is when Lance, who is kind of one of the lackeys, and you're pretty sure he got held back at least once.
Yeah.
So he's a big kid, is now stepping up to the plate, and he looks you up and down. He says, "You want to go, Brooks? Is that what we're gonna do today?"
Come on, guys. Let's just focus on saving the dog.
Steve, they're going to need the $25 to put their teeth back in their mouth.
Damn
Unless
straight.
you want to right away right now.
I don't like the way you talk, Tate.
Yeah, well, I don't like
Get
the
him,
way you look.
Lance. Oh, and so Lance, with your remark, Lance is going to take a swing at you. Just make a move roll, because I don't make any rolls. You do.
1-6.
Oh yeah, so you duck his fist goes right over your head, and you're just completely unbothered by it.
I'll pop him back.
All right, yeah, that's force.
2 6s.
Okay, so when you have more than one success, you kind of get this like extra bump to it. So you've succeeded, you've punched him, but now how do you want to sweeten the deal to it?
Well, I want his nose to bleed.
Okay, so you've punched him, his nose is bleeding. He's a little humiliated by the encounter. He's like, "Oh, you broke my freaking nose, Tate, you asshole."
Well, you're going to get the $25, right?
Oh, he's not, because they're too slow, and we're going to bike the hell out of here.
It doesn't matter. I think you can just get the plastic surgeon his mom's sleeping with on the side to just pop that back on the place for him.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
the wolves will come because he's got a bloody nose.
He's gonna need the $25 to buy a new shirt, after he ruins this one, bleeding all over like an imbecile.
So Rick sees his largest lackey bleeding from the nose, and he kind of assesses the situation of the 5 of you and the 3 of them. He says, "Let's get out of here, guys. Come on. We're not going to waste our time with little babies. We've got a dog to find." And they go biking off.
Gosh, Vince, man.
So what do you all want to do?
Maybe the bear will eat them.
No
Wait, the bear?
I found that there were bears in the area.
Yeah, I heard my mom talking to Dottie and Wilson up in the outside of town, and they spotted a bear, they think.
Wait, so there's wolves and a bear?
I think it says bears and coyotes, but not wolves.
No, I think Muscle Man Vince is right, and that some grandma looked at her window and saw Juno running by and said, "Oh my God, it's a wolf pack," and called the newspaper. Now, those dummies went that way to go and look for the dog. We're smarter than they are. If you were a German Shepherd-y looking beautiful girl dog and you were lost and it was snowing, where would you go?
Oh, was Juno a girl?
It said she in the article.
Oh,
Except it was spelled with an I.
Yeah, I thought you were the one who's supposed to read, Jake.
I just
here.
wasn't paying that close attention. I was looking at the phone number. All right.
Well,
Is there someplace like caves or someplace that would be
Yeah,
nice
it's like warm.
No.
There is, so north of town, it's a lot of farmlands and wilderness. You do know who Nick Evans is. You know where he lives. You could always.
So yeah, we could start there and see if they've got any ideas, like where they saw a runoff or something.
what's today's date? Yeah, how long? The 19th, and the sign was for the 17th.
16th.
16th. Okay. Oh, that's
3 days.
wow. Yeah. So 3 days ago. Wow, doggy can go far in that amount of time. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, if it's been living for 7 years with people, I don't think it'd go too far.
Unless somebody stole it.
Except
Maybe they want it for experiments.
You can probably guess. If we go to his house, it's going to pick right or left. It's going to go one day down the street or the other way down the street, and we can just follow along. Maybe we won't find the trail, but maybe we can guess from the way the story.
It was last seen in the north, though.
Yeah, Carter, you know Nick doesn't live north of town. He lives in town. So.
Well, 3 days. It's going to be hungry.
Wait.
It might have already gone up to somebody's house and been taken inside, and they've got themselves a new pet.
You're such a pessimist.
Is there anybody around here that would actually do that, though, and like their neighbor wouldn't call them out? I mean, I don't know. It's like $25, Jake.
But did she have
$25?
No.
And they had really fancy printing on that poster. It was a color picture.
Yeah.
They had to go to like the print shop for that. That's expensive.
Waiting for you to say the word font and I'll have to correct you.
Don't look at me. Although we can discuss kerning later.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I mean, we can talk about printing all the hell we want, but I say we get moving. I mean,
Yeah.
Dog's not going to find itself, guys.
I know the outlaying area around there a little bit, but let's go.
I happen to be very good with animals too. So once we find her, I bet we can get her to come along. How's your hand, Vince?
Fine. Why would there be a problem with my hand?
Well, in those, there's the cartilage, but then there's the bridge up here where it's really sharp.
No, they're all pudgy anyway. It's fine.
Oh.
What do you guys want to do?
Head north.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Go along
you
the
start.
edge.
Sorry.
Go along the edge of town.
Yeah.
So you start heading north of town, and something that catches your eye, you start passing all of the neighborhoods and fueling up near the edge of town is something that has caught the eyes of about 7 or 8 kids. They're gathered around this very large truck. Behind it it's pulling a trailer, a hover trailer. So you see the magnetrine discs glowing underneath. That's not anything new to you. But the thing that does catch your eye is that sitting atop this is two very, very, very large robots. And most interestingly, because again, robots are not something that notable to you, they are both armed with very large rifles. Enormous guns are mounted in the center of their chassis.
Cool.
Wow.
A bunch of kids gathered around. Whoa, look at that gun. Look how cool.
That's neat. I bet
Are there
that.
adults?
There's
there?
an adult fueling up the truck. And he seems to just kind of accept that there are a bunch of kids oohing and awing over the robots. So he's not particularly concerned.
That's no industrial bot.
No, it's a war bot of some sort. I didn't know there were any wars anymore.
The hell's it doing around here?
I don't know. Hey, mister, what caliber is that gun?
You step away from that robot, kid. Those dangerous. That's big enough to take down an elephant, that is.
I would think it would be enough to blow an elephant to kingdom come.
Exactly, son. So you be careful.
I'm asking a question, dude. What's the caliber?
Don't know.
What's the
caliber.
range?
I don't know caliber. It's a
Maybe he
giant
doesn't
rifle,
know.
right?
Maybe he's just
Yeah,
the truck
yeah.
driver.
What do you want from me, kid? I don't know. I just drive trucks.
Jake, are you sure that's not in your book?
I'm going to look see if there's any serial numbers. No, not in this stupid thing.
Okay.
This has astrology in it, which is
If
the
you're
dumbest
looking
thing.
Oh, like
on the
star
robot.
charts and shit.
Yeah, I'm looking around if there's any numbers.
You can make
I'll-
an investigate roll, and I believe you have an iconic item that would help you with that.
Oh, that's right. I do.
That should give you 2 extra dice.
Where is investigate? Oh, I see it.
Anyone who's looking can do that.
7, 8. That's 8 dice. Eight dice and not a single 6.
Oh no.
I got all 1s and 2s.
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
You do see the name Iwasaka on it.
Iwasaka?
Iwasaka.
Saka. Have I ever heard of that company?
Now that you're thinking about it, so let's, maybe you go back to the rest of the kids. All of you can make comprehend rolls and see if that name rings a bell.
I rolled investigate. I have 2 6s.
Oh, that still works too. Okay. So Bentley was also all up on the robots looking to see if he found the serial number. You did find the specific model is an SBR 71. And with that extra bit of knowledge, now it rings a bell with all of you that these used to be weapons of war. And when the news kind of hit, because they had the big selling point for them was that they had advanced targeting technology where you could feed them a picture of a specific target, and that is exactly what they would go and hunt and not stop until they had, eliminated the target. And once word got out that someone had developed these robots, a whole bunch of other people developed the software to basically combat these robots. So it was kind of a failure in terms of weapons of war. And nowadays they're used to patrol wildlife preserves in Africa and as defense robots for super, super ultra rich people, like they're bodyguards, basically.
I don't know if
Nothing
we're gonna
around here like that.
I don't know if we're gonna find Juno because it seems like that authorities are worried about like every kind of wild animal all over the place. Bears and wolf packs, and they've got this thing out, which could, like you said, it could blow up like 4 woolly mammoths. So
Hey,
somebody
mister, how
probably ate the
fast did they
dog.
go?
Now, these things fast. Yeah. They'll outrun you or me.
Wow, I wish I could trade my BB gun for that rifle there.
Might be a dumb question. Do we have computers?
Yeah.
Like
Not like on you, like person, but like the library has.
We have
computers.
personal computers, or some of us do, some of us can't afford them.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone.
I'm
you
a-
probably would. Your dad works at the Loop, and you kind of have this nice middle class home. You probably.
I'm gonna look it up when I get home tonight and see what its firepower is and its range and everything that it can do. And then I'll tell you all tomorrow.
Guess will be like, hey, mister, you hunting that bear?
Yeah, kid. You heard about the pack of wolves roaming around town, right? Well, these bad boys, they're gonna get them. He's patting a robot as he.
Those things?
But there's a dog. There's a dog that looks kind of like a wolf. You don't want to shoot the dog.
Bring that dog inside, then, kids.
Well, we don't know where it is. It got loose.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
And we've got to get up there and save Juno before this guy blows him up.
All right, kid. All right. All you little kids, come on. I got places to be. Shoot.
It's kind of stupid. Yeah, should have gone up and pulled a spark plug or something out of that thing. Yeah.
Thinking like me, Jake. I'm so proud.
Give us time to find Juno before they shoot everything in the town.
And the truck takes off, heading north.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine riding around in one of those things?
Yeah. Awesome. That'd be great hunting out back. Like.
So,
did you know that the oldest sport in the world is skipping rocks?
No,
Jake, we talked about this.
It's in here.
Oh, I thought that was actually relevant to something for a second. Excuse me.
That's what I was saying, Carter. We talked about this, Jake. Facts are fine if they have a practical purpose.
What?
It's not like I'm telling you when you plant your peas. That's in here too.
I'm
That would be
sure
practical.
Charts in here.
I hate. Who likes peas? Ugh.
Peas are delicious. Oh my God, they have the best days of the year to perm your hair.
Let's there's $25 in a dog at stake. Why don't we?
Yeah,
do you
does
still wanna
it
go
say
north, or-
in the book where the dog is, Jake?
Let me look.
Oh yeah, Farmer's Almanac. When looking for the
is
lost
this
dog
like-
Juno, go to.
I'm starting to think this isn't real. This is just witchcraft stuff. I thought this was like a real book.
Well, I'm going to start biking north, and if Jake looks up from his book in time, then maybe he'll see where we went.
I'll follow.
If I can, if it's along the way outside of the town, I like to just swing by real quick and grab my BB gun, because in case a wolf or something want to try to scare it off, maybe.
Yeah, we assume all iconic items are what you're carrying with you, and your BB gun is your iconic item. Okay, So the truck was heading north of town on basically once you hit a certain point, there's one road in and out. So as you continue biking north, you hit a point where it starts to get pretty woody instead of, pretty rural and woody. The last stop out of town before you really start hitting the farmlands and the forests is an old abandoned factory, but you can see that the trailer has pulled into its parking lot, and there are men who have gotten out of another black sedan, and they're plugging in all these wires into the robots, and they've got a computer, and they're programming it. You see them feeding images from a portfolio into these giant robots, and when their standing height is about 7 feet tall, they're quite large.
Something got loose, guys. Something that they're totally scared of got loose.
Do you think it's something worse than a bear?
What's worse?
Bears are nice. Bears are totally nice. Bears just first of all, a bear should be asleep right now anyway, and also bears shouldn't be around here. But also bears aren't that mean unless you get between them and a cub, or shoot it with a BB gun,
or they're really hungry.
Yeah.
Sometimes if they're hungry, if they wake up in the winter and they're really hungry,
they're not faster than a bicycle, though.
No, they're faster than a guy running.
Do you really want to risk that?
Wait, I bet it says how fast they are in there.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to like test that. I'm with you, Carter.
But I'm not saying we should go up and fight a bear. I'm just saying that they're scared of something, and that's why they've got robots out, and they're telling everybody to stay home.
Look, but the robots are going to go find it and kill it, right? So
you know what? Maybe Rick is going to get killed by the bear, and then all the other animals will go there to eat him, and then we can go and get Juno, and then Rick will be dead, and they'll be like chewing on his guts when we get there.
You've thought about this a lot, huh?
Sometimes.
I think the bear would get sick.
I mean, why leave it to the bears, Bentley? I mean, you have his photo. I mean, just go hand it to those people, feed it into the robot.
I don't carry around a picture of Rick.
No, that would be highly suspect.
Be highly suspect.
That'd be weird. I don't know about suspect.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
A little bit weird there.
I mean, I could draw one, but they wouldn't be able to tell it wasn't like a turd or a rat.
As you're having this conversation, it seems like they've finished up. One guy, brings back to the truck, throws all the portfolio, the files they were working on into the cab, and they're unplugging all of the wires and hooking them back in, or not hooking them back into the trailer, but unplugging all the wires and basically directing them to go. And they move at a very rapid pace straight into the woods.
Went into the woods. Holy crap.
So something is in the woods.
And that does, regarding my earlier statement about bears and bicycle speed, you can't really ride a bicycle in the woods.
Something that might have been mistaken as a bear or a pack of wolves? Maybe.
Well, what could be both mistaken for a bear and a pack of wolves?
I don't know. There's nothing that big. Bears are one of the largest land animals that are dangerous, other than elephants. And we don't have elephants in this country.
Up here, not far away, good friends of my mom, Dottie and Bill, they live up here. Maybe we could swing by. They're the ones that were saying that they saw a bear. We're not far. We could swing by and ask them. They're really friendly.
Why would they be killing a bear or a pack of wolves? They're just wild animals.
Maybe it's really a bunch of mutant coyotes. And maybe they're so mutant that they're like stuck together. So it's like a giant bear, but with like too many legs and like all these mouths.
What if it's criminals?
I think
what if somebody
would
escaped from the prison?
Then they would say there's been a breakout at the prison.
They didn't want us to know that.
Well, I don't think they send death bots to capture criminals.
Maybe the dog that's going to get us $25 is out there.
But Yeah, but so are they.
Yeah,
So or
well,
what?
but they
you think,
they
you
won't
think they
shoot
fed
us.
your picture into those robots?
The
No,
only
but if
one that
like,
they
sorry.
the only one that they might mistake for a wolf is Vince. I mean, look at him.
Look, if they put me in that computer, they would have shot me right here, right? They were just right there.
Well, and you know, computers and robots never make mistakes, so I
Which
guess
is-
we'd
I
be
think-
safe.
I think we should go up to Steve's aunt's place. Is
Yeah.
she your aunt?
Yeah, Dottie and Bill Wilson. Yeah, they spotted something really strange this morning.
What's
So
we gonna do?
they'd have a good idea. And they're just not far from here, right? Just up here.
And then we
It's
don't
a
have to
couple
try to.
miles, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot faster on the road than it is like walking through the woods where the death bot went.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's worth looking into. Plus, it might be a good idea to let the deathbots do their thing for a bit, and then, like, you know, go into the woods maybe when there's not a chance of us just being hit by a ricocheting whatever.
Is that what we're calling them now? Death bots?
I mean, that's
I thought it
pretty
got cool.
scary. Did you see
Yeah.
the size of that gun?
Yeah.
Death
I'm gonna
bots
find
does
out the
sound
size
good.
of that gun.
Hey, Carter, maybe that could be the name of your new group, maybe.
Oh shit, Deathbots is a great name for a band. Okay, all right, I like this. So, like, thank you. Yeah, it's good going. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a road that cuts through a lot of the forested area for the resident. It's not a very, it's a kind of a dirt road. It's a couple of miles to Dottie and Bill's. And when you start getting in, you start entering the tree line. You've left behind Boulder City. You see on the side of the road a deer carcass. And I mean, you know, dead deer, but it's been ripped in half. And it's just the front half with the head and the antlers and the front legs. The back half is gone and the entrails have just spilled out into the snow.
Being like my pa and I like have gone hunting, you know, we're kind of out in the woods in the corner. Does that maybe look normal to me, or does that look like very suspect?
That is not anything you've seen. That seems strange.
I'm going to hop off my bike and with my magnifying glass, and I'm going to see if a car hit that thing and splattered it. I'm looking for blood, and skid marks and stuff
Okay.
on the road.
We're kind of in the woods, though. I'm looking for footprints or
Okay.
paw
Yeah,
prints or claw prints.
What
I'll,
are the rest of you doing?
I'll peel off the side of the path and kind of look back at them, rolling my eyes.
You're not getting close.
No, I'll stay kind of close, but I'm not getting off my bike and walking over.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go and start prodding the deer with my
Of course you will.
boot.
I got a single 6.
Okay. And Carter.
I'm probably gonna follow Vince
Okay.
and check out the bodies.
All of you can make investigate rolls. I
That's
heard
what I-
Tom got a 6.
Yeah.
4 4s
Bentley
and
got
2
4
2s.
6s. Good
No, I
Lord.
got 4 4s
Oh,
and 2 2s.
oh.
Magic.
I have investigated nothing.
I got nothing and 2 1s.
Pair of 6s
All right.
and a pair
So-
of
Jake, you notice footprints in the ground. They are not human. I'll show you what they look like.
Footprints. Look. Holy shit. Dinosaur footprints.
Those are grody.
Yeah, or like a giant chicken.
That is not a bear.
Chickens
That is-
are dinosaurs. The same thing.
What?
Well,
What?
they're
We-
just-
no, they're what?
It's called evolution.
What? Anyway,
This oh my god.
Is that one over there like 4-toed? Do they have different numbers of toes?
I think it's just mashed up in the mud.
Yeah, it's a little snowy too. Snow day. Is there any blood in the direction that those feet are going?
Yes, there is a noticeable blood trail. Steve, you see, in addition to Jake spotting the tracks in the snow, about 10 feet in the air, the trees above you have very obvious large claw marks, as if something very tall and large was swiping at the trees.
Whoa, dudes, look at that. That's like up in the trees. It's probably from this creature thing. It must be huge. Look how high those swipes are.
I'm getting the sharp stick.
Yeah, that'll scare it off, Jake.
Vince, and Carter, you two are looking at the deer, and it's obvious to you, even though you're not as bookish as Jake is, something with very large teeth just tore this thing apart.
So the people on the radio and television are saying that this is a bear, but it's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
A Tyrannosaurus bear. A T-bear.
I mean,
They're telling lies on the television? No shit.
but do you think it's already eaten Juno? I mean, if it ate like half a deer and left the other half, it's pretty sloppy.
Dude,
Yeah,
It's not hungry anymore.
if we can be there when the death bots kill it, maybe we can get like some of its teeth or something as souvenirs.
Cool. Although I don't know if there'd be any teeth left after that thing blew it up, but maybe they'd fly all over it. We could pick them up out of the grass.
How deep are the footprints? Are they like, does it look like it's real heavy and fast?
Oh yeah, whatever made them is very, very heavy.
Yeah, I don't know if that thing might get the jump on the robots. If that thing's that big, it can swipe up there, and it's that heavy, and it can move fast.
I mean, that is one big bear chicken.
Animal against robot. Robot's gonna win. It's made out of metal.
Who says this is an animal, guys?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, even so, a
What
big
if
enough
it's a
animal
bot?
can take down a robot.
You know, it could be.
Oh, what if this
What?
was a bot?
What?
It could be a bot. There's no way
You
to
ever
tell.
heard of an
if
animal this big?
Do
What
I
would
find
claws
any?
and, like?
Do I find any
Tyrannosaurus
hairs?
Rex.
Like a
hair
rogue bot.
scales or
Sorry, what's that?
do I find any hair scales or anything like that?
Like a dusting of feathers on the ground, just a little bit.
Feathers.
I told you, bear chicken.
It
How
ate some
big are
birds.
the feathers?
Quite large. Yeah, they're very large.
T-Rex bear chicken.
So that scientist that said that birds and dinosaurs are the same, he was right. It's a giant
What?
chicken. I'm more afraid of the giant chicken because I've seen chickens chasing down bugs and things and just snapping them up. They
Can you
could
imagine?
snap us up before we got anywhere.
Well, do you
If
want to
you-
go? You want to go home, Jake? You scared?
I'm not scared of anything.
But if like the bots or somebody does manage to take it down, think of the fried chicken we could make. I mean, that
But
would
it's
be insane.
That would make some good cooking. Barbecue.
Mhm.
Yum.
What if it's like a giant bug, though?
No, these aren't bug feet at all. Bug feet are completely different.
Maybe if it's
Chicken
giant,
bear.
they look different. Have you ever seen a giant bug foot?
I've seen them under my microscope.
Well, okay. Last one to find the Tyrannosaurus Rex has to clean up the dinosaur poop.
The Chickosaurus Rex. The Chickensaurus Rex.
Yeah, the bear chicken.
I'm a little worried about Bill and Dottie up here
Well, let's go check on them.
ahead because they're out here kind of by themselves. Yeah.
So Steve leads the way, and you continue north to Bill and Dottie's home. About half an hour later, the ice and the snow does kind of make your progress a little bit slow. It's not Bill and Dottie's home that you see. You see an overturned snowmobile. You see the snowmobile tracks all in the snow, and you see a hunting cabin just a small single room. It's not uncommon around this area. At a couple yards away from you. What do you want to do?
Does it look occupied?
You see the door is slightly like swinging open, swinging in.
Does
Well,
the
it's much-
snowmobile look like somebody got knocked over, or they dropped it and they ran to the cabin?
They're quite heavy. You think possibly it got knocked over.
Is there even enough snow to go snowmobiling?
Around here, the snow fell a little bit heavier up here north of town, and of course they haven't had any municipal robots out here shoveling it.
And the engine's off?
Yes.
And is there a chimney?
On the
Or
hunting
stovepipe?
cabin? Yes. Yeah, there's a little stovepipe.
On the snowmobile.
Any smoke?
No, there's no smoke.
Let's go
That is
check.
much
Are there any
too
more of those
little.
giant chicken tracks?
I'm assuming you're getting off your bikes and kind of investigating.
Yeah.
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 We'll head in the direction. Yeah.
Around the snowmobile, you find multiple tracks. They're similar to the one you found a couple miles back, but they're smaller by a good deal.
Like half.
But that same like three-prong kind of lizard foot.
It's a mama tyrannosaur and some
Mama
baby
bear chicken.
tyrannosaurs.
Yeah,
I guess
these-
that's what gets mistaken as both a bear and as a pack of wolves.
These little ones, though, are still big, though, because the big footprints could swipe up 10 feet tall. So I bet you these little guys are still like 5 feet tall at least.
Question for the GM.
Yep.
I'm the bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did Michael Crichton write his book in our world?
Oh,
It's
Jurassic Park?
1985. Is Jurassic Park in 1985? Was it
That-
published by that
the
point?
movie's in 87, right? Or 88.
But I think
Well,
the
I mean,
book was
yes,
written-
Michael Crichton
Yeah.
would have published it. I just don't know if it's the right year for it.
I think, yeah, because it was in the 70s or wait, I don't know.
It was published in 1990. So
Yeah, I was just looking that up. No, it's
Yeah.
1990. Yeah.
not there yet.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the book comes after. I thought that that was like from the 60s. But okay. So I have no idea.
But
Uh,
dinosaurs in science fiction, like Michael
Oh, yeah,
Crichton didn't
Lost
invent
World.
that.
I
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's like King Kong.
Yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
Well, if the baby Tyrannosaurus Rex went in the cabin, they would still be gone now, right? Because they would go with the mama Tyrannosaurus. They wouldn't just sit in the cabin and like read the almanac like a nerd.
Let's see what's in the cabin.
Okay.
I'm going to sneak up and open the door.
Okay. You're gonna sneak.
Yeah, because, I'm listening.
You can
And I'm looking over the house to see if there's any giant chickens looking at me.
you can make a sneak roll. Sure.
Sneak.
Sneak, sneak.
One.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Silently and stealthily, you creep up. You push open the door. It's quite cold inside, and you can tell immediately why. Two things catch your eye. One of them is something burst through one of the walls, so it's crashed in, and the back door is swung open. The inside of the cabin is it's a mess. Furniture's tossed, cushions have been ripped open, and there's a blood trail leading out the back door.
Do I have to roll for like sanity? I don't know how that works in this. My character, I'm 13. I'll probably scream.
Yeah. So the rest of you hear Jake screaming at something.
Oh, I run over to my buddy Jake. Jake, what's going on?
You all right, man?
I think the guy ran in there and the monster got him.
Oh my God.
Places.
There
There's
is a
blood all over
monster.
the place and the back walls all torn out. And I think we need to go home.
This place doesn't have a phone, does it?
Sorry?
There's no phone in this
phone?
No,
place.
there's no phone.
No,
Oh, we got-
can't,
maybe-
we can't go home, Jake. We got to check on Steve's folks.
Yeah. Dottie and Bill, they're not far from here. I'm kind of worried. We got to at least check.
Bentley,
We
are
gotta
you
go
looking
quick.
around the cabin?
Yeah.
You find a backpack that's been kind of tossed into a corner.
Who was up here?
You find the ID for someone named Mike Reed, and it's labeled like the Loop. So he works for.
Oh,
as
shit,
Bell
Been
the
missing
Program.
for
guy.
days.
And inside is a half thermos full of coffee, a pack of cigarettes, lighter, tape recorder, like a
Nice.
handheld tape recorder, and a little
Steal.
hand crank radio.
Is there
Wow,
anything
this
on the
guy's
tape
been-
recorder?
How long this guy's been missing? Didn't they say 2 days or something? Is there any money in the wallet?
Oh yeah, there's they have $10.
Hard to split. All right. I'm going to toss the cool stuff over to Vince and then turn on the tape recorder. Rewind it.
Okay.
Am I recording? La 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 la. Oh yeah. The red light lights up when you talk. Right. Great. Maintenance log 103223. December 16th, 1985. Mike Reed record.
And it cuts off.
Okay, this thing seems to be working now. For the record, I am still against using these recorders. There is nothing wrong with pen and paper, people. Anyway, I've been doing some local readings at all of the power stations along the south side of the loop, and I've narrowed down the power spikes to a 6-mile section between stations 21 and 24. I have to use the three-wheeler from the maintenance shed because the service road to the substations 23 and 24 is washed out. It's got a good layer of ice on top, so the truck's not going to make that. Sub 22 said the power spikes are still going on up the line from it, so it's got to be 23. I'm heading there now. Also, strange note. I saw this like husky running around out here. I called for it, but it looked pretty spooked and ran away as soon as it heard me.
And then it cuts. And then it comes back in.
Well, I'm in a pickle. I found sub 23. It's been tampered with, all right. But the sound of my engine attracted some animal. My God, what was that? It tried to attack me. I remember this old hunting cabin I passed on the way, so I turned and I booked it. Would have thought my three-wheeler would outrun it, but it was keeping pace with me and I wasn't able to go top speed because of the conditions. I've barely traveled for a few minutes or so. The scariest few minutes of my life. It jumped at me and barely missed, ripping my seat cushion, and then it smashed into a tree. I was able to pull away from it for a bit after that. Found the hunting cabin. It was unlocked, thank God. I slammed the door and hid in the bathroom for a few hours. I'm still there now.
You can hear some rustling around.
I don't see that thing anymore. Great. It's about 5 foot tall, bipedal, dark blue body, bright blue head, and a red stripe, or I don't know, maybe some spots running down the side of it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was a dinosaur. Oh my God, I've got to get some rest. I'm going to stay here for a bit and make sure it's not around. I dumped the three-wheeler over in my panic. I can see it about 50 yards out of the window. Oh shit, looks like the gas is leaking out of it a little bit.
And it cuts out. And it cuts back in.
Okay, looks like he got bored of me and moved off. I haven't seen it in about an hour. I'm going to give it another 20 minutes or so and then book it back to the truck. I'll come back for the three-wheeler later. Whew. All right, let's do it.
And it cuts from there.
No way.
It's like his last will and testament, kind of, except he doesn't say about his stuff, just about like how it was to die.
Wow.
Got him.
Serious.
And
Got him
so
and
wait,
ate him.
but didn't he say that the substation was in the south side? Did I
South
mishear
side
that?
of the loop. It's, yeah.
Oh, I see. Right. So do you know, your dad works the loop. Do you know how far 23 is?
No, I don't know any of
'Cause
those things.
that's where Juneau is.
What you guys do know is that the loop is powered by multiple substations. All the kids call them penguins colloquially. They provide power to the loop, and you can find them all over town along these little access roads, and they're all at very regular intervals. They're all spray painted. You've seen them around town, so it's not anything new.
But yeah,
That was like a
I'm
captain's
scared.
log. That was like a captain's log from Star Trek or something. The way he was talking. Like,
we
what was up with
we
that?
would-
Yeah, except James T. Kirk doesn't get his head torn off by a dinosaur.
we need to keep that though and give it to the guys at the loop. They're
Why?
looking for that guy because they're looking for him. They don't know what happened to him. He's dead. We need to get up to your aunt and uncles and call somebody.
Man, does this mean we're not getting $25?
I
Do
don't
you
care
think-
about the dog anymore. I care about not getting eaten by a giant monster.
Air chickens?
Well, that's easy. We just go downtown and, sit in the library, and then the monster won't come and get us. But then we won't have any fun or discover anything.
Yeah.
And we have
Don't
to
be a
find out
loser.
about Steve's family. Do you think that the three-wheeler's any good?
What?
His snowmobile.
I was saying the gas was leaking out of it. Might want to be careful.
It's
I mean,
going
I
to make a lot
I
of noise.
say
That's
lighting up a
probably.
cigarette.
It's probably. I figured you take the cigarettes. It's probably what irritated the dinosaur was the noise.
That's true. We're pretty quiet on bikes. That's true.
Yeah. And even if it did work, it would just mean one of us would be separated from all the creature out there.
Well, and if it does hear us on the bikes, then Jake talked about that almanac. We'll bore it to death, and then we won't have to worry about it.
You can tell it's horoscope.
Yeah, what's read our horoscopes, Jake? Does it say any of us will be eaten by a giant chicken today?
When were you born?
Vince and Carter, as you're all ribbing Jake and he's digging through his book, the two of you notice out the back door, about 20 yards away in the distance, you can see this lump lying on the ground, this dark just lump.
Hey, just you look through that book. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out there.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna follow, but just like a little ways back.
Dude,
Ed,
some people think that dinosaurs are smart. They might lay a trap for you.
Well, I
As-
said if it doesn't say in my horoscope that I'm not going to be eaten by a giant chicken today, then I'm safe. March 2nd, Jake. God damn.
It's a double negative, Vince.
as you get about 10
What?
yards away from the lump, you can clearly tell it's a body. The blood gets heavier and thicker as it gets closer and closer to this lump. Do you want to get any closer to it?
Yes.
Okay. So, Carter, are you going to keep the
Yeah,
distance?
I'm like,
Okay.
is that what I think it is?
You approach and you find the torn remains of a man in a loop maintenance jumpsuit. Vince, you know this jumpsuit well. Your dad wears it every day. And it's like something eviscerated it. Not like the deer who was bitten in half by something with a large jaw, but like, you animals like cats that eviscerate things. Like they took its claws and just tore him apart. His belly and entrails are all in the snow. He's quite clearly dead and has been for some time. Do you want to do anything or do you want to leave him there?
Do you have a radio or something on him?
You found a radio in the bag, his backpack. It was a two-way. It was like a hand crank, not a two-way hand crank radio.
Is that Mike?
I guess so.
Oh fuck.
It's pretty bad.
All around this field, you can see the tracks, the smaller tracks of this three-toed animal. You see his frantic footprints in the snow, and then you see a lot of snowmobile tracks, and then they kind of lead out, obviously, wherever he came from in the first place. Steve, what are you doing? Did you say you wanted to look at the snowmobile, or did you want to leave that alone?
Yeah, I'd like to go out and check the snowmobile and be a little cautious. If I hear anything weird in the woods, I'm going to jet back to the house with everyone else. And I let, since Vince and Carter went out one way, I let Jake and Bentley know I'm heading over there.
Okay. So it's tipped over on its side. You deal a lot with mechanical stuff. You're on farm anyway.
I'm really good with that.
The reason tells you that if gas was leaking out of it, like Mike Reed thought it was, it'd still have at least half a tank. It's, it's tipped over on its side.
Can I kind of get it upright, or maybe use a branch and just kind of help upright?
If you got one of the kids to help you, the two of you could probably just, right it again.
Hey, Bentley, Jake, could one of you help me with this?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, the three of us
you
will
working
help.
together can get it, back upright again. It doesn't look like it's taken any damage. It just, there's a chunk of the seat torn out, like Mike had mentioned in his recording, but it doesn't look like it's damaged.
All right. Well,
he said the thing was blue. Remember, he said it was blue.
Yeah, with some red markings on it.
Blue with red, like a bird, like a
blue jay. They're mean.
Blue jays are mean.
Mean birds.
I think this would start up, but I just don't want to do it because it's going to make a lot of sound, and I wouldn't want to do it unless all of us are together and agree on it.
Yeah, like you said before, I don't know why. I mean, we already can go pretty fast, and
it's got bikes.
It can't go on the road where there's no snow and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, where did Vince and Carter go?
Where did it come from? Where did the dinosaur come from?
Secret lab.
Yeah, some weird stuff goes around here.
But I didn't know they could do things like that. How do you bring?
Yeah, maybe they found it frozen in a cave or something.
Yeah, it might not even
Land of the Lost.
Maybe it's just something that looks sort of like a dinosaur. It might be something different that we just don't know about.
Or somebody's been breeding like radioactive turkeys.
Yeah.
And so that might be it. Turkeys are pretty scary.
And they can be blue, they have blue parts. Mean, stupid. Let's find the guys and go up to Dottie's place.
Yeah.
And then Steve won't look so worried all the time, and we can. And the guy Mike said he saw Juno, so we can save the dog, and then warn the town, and then we'll be heroes.
And then we'll all get $25, maybe.
So are you all going to Vince and Carter where they are standing with the dead body?
Start going in that direction,
yeah. And they're on the other side of the cabin, right? So if we go into the cabin and yell for them.
Yeah. So Vince, Carter, you can hear everyone calling for you.
What are you guys doing?
Just
shit.
Hey, just keep him away from this, Carter? I'm just gonna look to see if he has anything else. I don't know.
Okay. You can do an investigate roll.
Uh, 16.
Excellent. So in his pockets, you find a lot of like a multi-tool, stuff that maintenance workers would need. So a few tools and things like that, most notably a multi-tool, which, it's got a knife in it. It's got, screwdriver parts like that. Be pretty handy. Other than that, no, nothing else.
All right.
Should we tell them, or just like
I wouldn't tell them, Carter.
Okay. You kind of know. They don't have to look at it. Yeah.
Okay, so you all kind of congregate back at the cabin.
What's up? What's up?
We gotta go. We gotta go up to Dottie's.
Yeah, we
Is that
should
the
keep
guy?
going.
Is that the dead guy?
It's just a dog, Jake. Not
Oh, the
Juno.
dog?
It's just
Was it
that's
Juno?
not. It's not Juno. Just a dog.
I was taking a look at the snow speeder, and it looks like it will work, and it's still got a good amount of fuel left in it. But
Oh shit!
I think right now we should kind of all just stick together on bikes and not make so much noise with that thing.
Maybe if we have to, we can use it as a distraction.
Yeah, later. All right,
Yeah.
let's go. Time's a waste.
But yeah, let's go to Steve Dottie's place. Is Dottie and Bill, are they like are they like
They're
living in Zen?
Oh, no, they're just good friends of my mom. They live up there. They've been friends of our family for a while.
They're married and
Yeah.
this elderly couple. So you start approaching the Dottie and Bill's farm, and you can tell, you're reaching the edge of a farm. There's a fence, and in the
Right.
distance you see a house, a kennel next to it with a bunch of dogs, and a shed. And Steve, you know that kind of in their older age, the most they do nowadays is just backyard farm, like a garden. And then you hear, it's still a bit of a distance away, but you know it and you see it in the distance. You can hear someone shouting, "Ah, help!" And you know that voice. That's Rick.
Oh my God, that's Rick.
What
Come
the
on.
hell? Ah!
Oh, what do those assholes get themselves into? I'm gonna run.
Yeah, you got your wish, Bentley.
They're being eaten by dinosaurs.
Maybe we should just wait a minute and see if they're
No.
tricking us.
Yeah, no, I'm
No.
going.
Yeah, let's
going
go. This is
fast.
too good of a story. Come on.
Going.
Okay, so as you're kind of moving forward, they come running through the tree line onto the farm's property. At this point, the dogs are losing their minds and they're barking, and this is what you see.
Rick may be a dick, but he doesn't deserve to die.
I don't know.
Oh,
You see three of them.
Dude.
You see three of them.
good
and-
God.
It's like they're toying with Rick and Josh and Lance, because Rick is trying desperately to climb a tree and it's kind of just like snipping at his ankles a little bit. Lance is desperately trying to climb the roof of the little shed, and Josh is just frozen in place, and the raptor is staring him down. And they're, help! Oh my
Steve.
God! They're gonna
Steve,
get
get
us!
your BB gun.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to do that much. I'll just pump my BB gun to like maximum.
No. Those are velociraptors. They can run faster than cheetahs.
No, we'll get in the house. We can't just let them do.
But
I
then
can try
they're
to distract
destroying
him.
us.
Birds don't like sound, right? So like if I blared my boombox, maybe I'll scare them off.
Here, I'll take a rock. Is there a rock or something?
Oh geez.
Yeah, sure. You can find
And
it.
I'm gonna throw it off into the woods. If
Okay.
that makes sense. Away from us, away from them.
Yeah, you can make a force roll, see how successful you are with doing that.
Don't let
Guys, I think we should sneak into the house and see about Dottie, and then we can figure it out.
But they're between us and the
nothing.
house.
Want to push the roll? You don't have to, but
No.
okay. And don't forget, your pride is something you can use one time per game to automatically succeed at whatever it is you're trying to do. It's just that you only get to do it once. So you
That's
take
gonna
the
make
rock,
sense.
you kind of throw it, but it doesn't really go anywhere. They're still, they seem to be very distracted by their prey. And
Yeah.
one of them is kind of up on its back legs now, toying with Rick in the tree, and he's hanging on for dear life. Lance has managed to get to the top of the shed, but you don't think he's going to be very successful at hiding because the thing is also trying to climb up to him. And Josh is just stock still like a deer in the headlights as that thing just gets closer. And closer.
I have that loop, that radio, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Can I get it to squelch?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. So
Get
you
in
do
the
that,
house, guys.
Yeah,
I am sneaking toward the house.
Yeah, house. Go house.
Okay,
house.
those of you sneaking, you can. If you want to sneak, you can sneak. If you want to just like run full tilt, that's a move.
I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna move real slow because birds like to see things moving.
Yeah.
I have one success.
I'll go steady. I'll go steady pace as well. Oh no, sneak. Nothing there. So it's just a body then.
I guess I'll just go. I'm gonna go last so that I can like still have an eye on Vince in case he needs backup.
Okay, Jake, what are you doing?
I was going to sneak also, but
Okay.
I failed.
Okay,
So did I.
you can push the roll. You can use your pride. You can spend the You've got your 13. You've got 2 luck. You could just re-roll, or you could just let it ride. So-
I got my sharp stick, remember?
Yeah, you do. That gives you a +1 if you can apply it to the roll. So Bentley, you've managed to successfully sneak up onto the porch. Maybe you're like knocking on the door.
I don't think politeness is important right now. I'm going to turn the handle slowly.
Okay, sure. Vince, you've seen all of your friends try to position themselves. I'm assuming were you waiting for them to do something before you did the squelch?
Yeah, I want them to get to safety before
Sure. And Carter, what are you doing?
Like I said, I'm at the back of the group sneaking, but I failed, and it's because I'm still looking back at Vince in case he needs backup, and so I'm not being careful about where I'm stepping.
Okay.
If Carter and I are next to each other, I'm going to break out into running.
Yeah, that's move. That's a move roll. So Vince, you squelch, and all 3 of them perk up. 2 of them are scared away by this. They're like, oh no. And they kind of take off. But one of them has seen Steve, who's like trying to sneak, but he doesn't quite make it, steps on a branch. You failed, right? Or no, you passed?
Oh no, I passed. Yeah,
Sorry,
I passed.
you're good. Who failed? It was
Me and Jake.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the 2 of you, you kind of run into each other. You step on a branch that snaps, and that one is now looking straight at the 2 of you, and it's abandoned its quest to get Rick down from the tree, and it's running for you now.
Right.
So, okay, that's just move.
Yeah, I think at this point, when I saw that the couple of them got scared by the radio squelching,
Yeah.
I am gonna try to take out my
Ah.
boombox and just blare, like my Black Flag mixtape or whatever I have that's loud and obnoxious to an animal's ears.
All right. What is the song you're blaring on the radio?
We'll say it's TV Party by Black Flag.
All right. We'll say that does aid the success. So you crank it all the way up. You blare this music that does scare it away.
Okay. Awesome.
It runs for the tree line, and Bentley, you're slowly opening the door, but someone yanks it from you, and an old man comes out with a shotgun, and he says, "What's going on out here?"
As that's going on, I'm shouting, "Hey, assholes, get over here!" To the
Mr.
3
Wilson.
people who
Okay.
were-
The
Oh shit! I switch the boombox back off and then start going over there.
you
I'm
see
here with
Rick,
Steve.
Rick is. Are you sure they're gone, man?
Yeah, just get the hell over here. I want to use lead. They use lead. No,
So
they're not.
they climb down from their various hiding spots. You see that Rick has very clearly peed his pants in his terror, and it's quite obvious. And they're just like, "Oh my god, what were those things, man? What were those things?"
Velociraptor.
Get inside. Just get inside. Get over
They're
here.
chickens, obviously. Now come
I've
on.
only seen drawings of them.
All right,
They're
so
scary.
you all gather into Dottie and Bill's home.
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
And they're just a lovely little. Oh, Steven, how are you, honey? I haven't seen. My goodness, you're growing like a weed. Come sit down. Come sit down. Do you boys want some hot chocolate?
Do you not have windows, lady?
Did you see like some big bear or something? They're bigger than bears, and there are a few of them outside.
They're smaller than bears.
And she adjusts her giant Coke bottle glasses. Well, I thought I saw that they say there's wolves roaming around out here. I thought I saw something like that. You boys need to be careful.
Not wolves.
Can I use your phone?
Of course, honey. Of course.
I'm gonna call Mom.
Okay. Yeah, she answers the phone. Hello.
Mom, what's Dad's phone number at work?
She gives it to you.
All right,
What's wrong, Jake? You sound scared. What's wrong?
There's wild animals up here in the woods. We're hiding from them right now. We're at
Dottie.
Steve's relatives' house.
Didn't you hear the announcement about the wolves? Are you hanging out with that Tate boy again? You know we don't like you hanging out with him, Jake.
Mom, he's okay. I gotta call Dad.
Okay. I want you back by supper time when the lights come on.
All right, I'm gonna call Dad.
Yeah, and he answers the phone. This is Stroud.
Dad, this is not a joke. There are dinosaurs up here in the hills.
Jake, why are you wasting my time right now?
I'm not wasting it. My Dad, somebody mutated something. They look like velociraptors.
Is that?
They're blue feathers.
Substation 23.
23. They've that Reed guy. They killed him. He's dead.
Reed. Oh, he's the maintenance guy.
Mike Reed.
Well, I'll send the other maintenance. What's his Tate? I think I'll send him out to go check on it. That's maintenance work, son.
No. He's dead. He's something tore him to pieces. It's dinosaurs, Dad. It's dinosaurs.
Jake, you're watching the sci-fi books, son. I tell you, you've been reading too much. I've got work to do. Okay,
Dad, you never listen to me. You understand that when everybody dies, I'm going to point at you and say, "See, I told you."
No, I told you they're not raptors. They're bear chickens.
All right, son. I'll go tell Mr. Tate that his maintenance partner somewhere up there. I gotta go. Okay.
Tell him to bring a gun.
Okay. All right. I will.
Can I get somebody on the radio?
Yeah,
on the
sure.
Mike's guy's radio.
Yeah. Mike, is that you? We've been wondering where you've been.
No, sorry. My name's Vince. My friends and I, we found Mike.
Oh, great. Where is he?
We found it by a hunting cabin.
Look, kid, is he hurt or something? Does he need an ambulance?
I think he needs a hearse.
What?
He's by substation 23.
He was at a hunting cabin by substation 23. We found something torn apart, a deer, and some kind of animal went after some other kids out here. And look, there's something out here. They got whatever it is. It got Mike. Found this radio with them.
And you can hear just a second, you kind of hear him talking to somebody, but you can't quite catch what they're saying. And he says, "Look, kid, we got something out there taking care of it. I advise you just stay inside. We'll find Mike Reed in the morning."
No, they're out here. They're just outside where we are.
I hear you, kid. We've got something out there to take care of it. I advise you stay inside.
Talk about the killbots.
Did they know there's 4 of them or something?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. We saw 3 of them.
All right. I'll take that down and I'll let him know.
And those were the little ones.
We saw the little ones. There's a big one too.
We saw the footprints for the big ones.
Fucking mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mama, whether the mama could do some serious damage.
Well, the little ones had no trouble going through that hunting cabin. How many dogs are there in that kennel?
About 4 of them, little greyhounds.
So they're not very attractive prey. They'd
No,
be a
just
little
like
scary. That's good. What do I call her? Miss Dottie? What do I call
Yeah,
her?
you're
Oh, Miss Wilson.
Miss
It's
Wilson.
Dottie and Bill Wilson.
Hi. Thanks for letting us in, Miss Wilson, Mr. Wilson. You haven't seen a pretty husky dog anywhere lately, have you?
Now, I think I did see one. I was out for a walk yesterday over by the Peterson farm, and I thought I saw it running around out there. Yeah. Boy, Bill, do you think Miss Peterson's going to be okay? I'm kind of worried about her over there all by herself.
We should go and check on her, I think.
Are you crazy?
I mean, you want to sit here and wait?
Did you forget about the giant monsters outside that almost ate Rick?
Did you see it run away?
Yeah, we got to figure it out. It doesn't like sound. Okay, all right. It's not they're not fearless. All right, we got this. Come on, just we've already proved that our bullies are actually just losers. Like, think about how if we come back to school with a fucking heroic story.
Carter, you should really watch your language in this house.
What? Oh my goodness!
People. I was hoping for a little hot cocoa before we went out again.
Oh yeah, she's already served you up some warm cookies and hot cocoa.
All right.
Well, I don't think you boys should get out in this way. This sounds like it's very dangerous. And now, Miss Peterson, I'm sure she can take care of herself. And Bill chimes in, she's a loony. That's what she is.
Oh.
Well, Bill, you be nice, okay?
Can't you call her?
Call her.
Well, sure. I'll go call her right now. And she moves to go make the phone call, and after a few minutes, she says, "Well, she's not answering. I don't know. That's strange.
I think we should stay here until the killbots do their job."
Yeah, but it's Miss Peterson. She might need help.
I don't know, Mr. Peterson.
Do you really want to be known as a coward or a hero?
Maybe you should go and hang out with Rick.
I really want to be known as the dead kid.
Yeah, where are Rick and Rick, Lance, and Josh?
Cowering on the sofa. They've got little mugs of hot chocolate too, and
I hope they put a blanket down or a towel or something.
I want to go.
And Rick, you hear Rick, and he's like, "If you tell anyone about this, you're dead. Hear me?"
We're telling everybody about
it. Rick,
what were you doing out here?
No.
Trying to find the dog, man. I thought I saw it and it just went running away.
Which way did it go?
You can
you
can
that
be nice
kind of
to us.
Gestures to the east a little bit.
Toward the Peterson place.
Be nice to us from now on, or we're going to post it on the bulletin boards on the internet. I can't say internet. The bulletin boards.
On the what?
It's computer stuff you wouldn't understand.
Free tip for you. It's best to change the pants that you pissed in before you try and threaten someone's life. I feel like that, that probably would help.
Screw you, Brooks. You're dead. You're dead.
It's like we're in a monster movie.
I guess we should send you out first to meet the nice blue people again, since you're so brave and tough. Because you were doing really good dripping urine down the tree like that. There's no way they could trace you. The blue monsters. Okay, so what do we need to go to the Peterson place? I wonder if they have. I wonder if Mrs. and Mrs. Wilson have like a bullhorn or anything.
Yeah.
They're both going a little deaf.
Yeah, they probably have a whistle.
We'll say they have something like that, sure.
Or like a whistle or something for the dogs, or I don't know.
But a shotgun.
They have a lot of dog stuff. Yeah.
Mr. Wilson, I want to go over and check on the Petersons, but just this BB guns, just this. Could I trade you just for your 22 rifle, just to be safe? I'm good with it. My pa and I, we've gone hunting before.
You can make a charm roll to see if you can convince him to give you the gun.
Charm. Oh no. Okay. It's I have 2 dice. Okay, no. No.
Steve, this is kind of a big gun for you, son. Maybe in a year or 2.
Honestly, it's probably a good idea if you guys have a gun too, in case the things come back, because the things that we saw, they could hurt your dogs or something. They were pretty. There's a bunch of animals, and they're not wolves, but they're like wild and scary.
If you boys are leaving, I would like you need to be careful. I don't know what's going on out there, but you really need to be careful. If you're trying to get to the Peterson farm, you just go east, past the loop access road. You know the loop access road, Steve, and then it's a mile further.
Yeah, we'll go and check on her. Maybe her phone's just off the hook or something, and then we can call you from her place.
Oh,
and then you'll know that she's safe.
Boys. What such well-behaved boys. Thank you so much.
But if you do have something like a bullhorn or something loud like that I could borrow, that would be very helpful. It would help us organize ourselves, and also the animals are scared of loud noises.
Of course. Yes, of course.
Thank you. And thanks for the cookies. They were very delicious. I've always preferred them with walnuts inside.
She pinches your cheeks. Just so sweet. Just sweet little boys.
I'm going to look over at Bentley and go,
you got a bullhorn, asshole?
So they give you a bullhorn. Is there anything else you wanted to ask from them before you head back?
Do they have dog treats?
Oh yeah, they have milk bones, dog toys. Yeah, they have all that kind of stuff.
This might be good to coax the dog.
Okay.
To come with us when we actually find it.
So you're heading
scared.
back.
So I think I am going to, when she's not looking, I'm going to grab a butcher knife.
Okay, they're both blind as bats and half deaf anyway. I wouldn't even make you roll for it. They're just talking to the.
So I've just got that.
Okay. So you get back on your bikes and you head. They gave you some pretty good directions.
Are we going to leave Steve and Lance and Josh here?
They're too afraid. They're going to get all chafed if they try riding their bikes with their pee pants.
Yeah, fucking leave them.
Leave them.
Rick does have a really nice, because he's the rich kid. He has one of those like motorized bikes, like off-road kind of. Yeah, motorbike. Yeah.
Maybe that would be a good trade for you, Steve. Instead of the 22, you could trade your
What? Don't give him shit.
No, I saved his life. He owes me the bike.
Yeah, just take it.
Well, I mean, you can't take your own bike and his bike, but you could leave the crappiest bike here and take his bike.
Stash it there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll just take our bikes. It's good.
If you want to take the moped, like you can see it just kind of like tipped on its side over in the field where he obviously abandoned it in his chase.
He probably hadn't paid himself yet at that point.
So you head east toward the Peterson farm. Once you hit the loop access road, you can see the penguins. I'll show you a picture of what they look like. The kids call them penguins. It's the substations. Yeah. And you do see one of them spray painted with the number 23. And you notice that the hatch of it is open. And there's a large cable coming out of the top of it and snaking further east.
Yeah, we've seen them before. Is that something that we ordinarily see out of them?
No, because the cabling between these are all run underground and they're very neatly contained structures. So this is out of the ordinary.
And it's going east the way we're going?
Yes.
You think that loony lady they're talking about siphoning power?
I wonder also if the failure of maintenance is why these things are running loose or something. Maybe there was
No.
a containment field electrically operated or something.
But Mike was the maintenance guy, and they killed him after they showed up.
Right, but he was still troubleshooting the place.
Some of the equipment that they have out here that's old abandoned stuff, some of it's still active. What if she opened up a time portal to another world or
What?
let the dinosaurs out? I can't think of any way to explain dinosaurs.
It's like an issue of 2000 AD.
I don't remember dinosaurs
It's
having
like a time
feathers.
twister.
No, there's a lot of books that have been written about it. They think that dinosaurs had feathers for a long
There's
time.
the
They
Archaeopteryx.
evolved in,
Dinosaurs
but
have feathers.
that's actually Archaeopteryx is no longer considered a valid
It's
fossil.
1989, 5. It's 1985. I think Archaeopteryx is very legitimate. Smarty.
Well, you would know. How much have you read about it?
I have a number of very quality books from the library about dinosaurs.
Oh,
The question I have for you, since you are so electronically minded, is whether you want to see if there's something wrong with the penguin before we go to see old Mrs. Peterson.
I'm not. I don't know that much about it. I don't know what those things
I'll
do.
bet I could figure out the basics of it. I can climb up there real quick and just take a look.
Yeah, just stick your head in the penguin hatch and see if you see something.
Okay, Steve, that's what you're going to do. So
Yeah.
you climb up, you poke your head in, and you can see the normal instrumentation inside. I mean, you would assume it is because it's all kind of mounted into the penguin. But then you see a small computer kind of just sitting off to the side, and its wires are plugged into the computer that runs the penguin. And then the giant cabling is, of course, plugged into some power ports.
Does the giant cabling look like it's official government like cabling, or does it look like someone's jerry-rigged cut cabling?
Kind of looks like someone's jerry-rigged some cabling.
Yeah. Someone's messing around here. Someone's trying to leech some power off of this, I bet. Are there any readouts that I can read? Any displays? Anything that can mention maybe what's going on?
So the computer reads hatch closed, system normal. Like that's what the front of the computer says.
Oh yeah, they're being tricked. Yeah, this is someone. Yeah, I bet you someone's leeching power off of this tower here.
Isn't there the little laptop?
Yeah, there's the little computers plugged into it. Yeah.
Look, are those computers supposed to be there, Steve? One of them by these people who put the cables in?
Would I know that?
It doesn't, it's unlikely, because if you look around the penguin, it's got its own instrumentation, its own computer. Right. It's all like it's all set into the walls and very official. And then there's just this one computer that's kind of like plopped right there.
Yeah.
On the ledge.
Looks like it's feeding false information that everything is okay.
Yeah. What do you think? This is probably what's causing the problem. We should unhook this thing. This isn't right.
It's causing what problem? The dinosaurs?
There's a lot of, weren't you saying that you think that maybe this might be causing something?
I don't know. I mean, for all we know, that's a repair they made months ago.
No, look, Mike was out here in a little recording. He was out here looking for a power problem. This is it.
Yeah. He had his whole little officer's log about it.
We're teenagers. We're not supposed to know how to do any of this stuff.
We don't have to fix it.
Jake's only 13, so it's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, if you want to go back and sit with Rick on the wet couch, that's okay too, Jake.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll give you another cup of hot chocolate, maybe a couple marshmallows in there.
But I think it's probably Russians.
No, still, I mean, just like kind of old.
Like in Red Dawn.
The war is cold. That doesn't mean it's safe.
Oh, old. What? No, I
Alright,
thought that was
what's
like
the
10 years
number on
ago.
this
What the
penguin?
fucking-
23.
I got that radio with me still.
Are
Yeah.
you calling it in?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it, kid?
Look, there's some weird cabling coming out of Penguin 23.
Cabling.
Out
Those things are
at the
supposed
top
to
of the
be locked
hatch.
up tight.
Well, this
All
one
right.
isn't.
And there's tell him there's a Dell Inspiron laptop plugged into it.
And it says the hatch is closed and we're inside it through the open hatch.
All right, kid. All right. We'll make sure someone takes care of that too. I thought we told you to stay inside.
We're inside the penguin.
We're checking on somebody who might be in trouble.
Go get there and stay inside, for God's sake.
Sir, yes,
See,
sir.
we're supposed to do what the adults tell us to do.
No, listen. Vince and I are practically adults. Okay, we got this.
Jake, check. This is Penguin 23. Check page 23 of your guidebook. Your
Oh God.
your astronomer book. I bet it says be
It's
brave
the
and take.
almanac. It's the farmer's almanac. What did you say? Page 23.
We're in Penguin 23, unless there's a section on penguins.
It's an advertisement for cook
Bravery
stoves.
pills.
No, Vermont Bun Baker.
Button baker.
Well, it shows them making pizza.
With pizza.
So
Okay, so should we leave this the way it is for the authorities on the radio and just go to the Peterson place? Or should we
I'm gonna
take all
check.
the wires out?
Yeah,
23rd page from the back.
I'm going to unplug the laptop. They need to have the right signals. This isn't right.
But are you leaving the power cabling in place?
So
Yeah.
is the power cables plugged in separately and the
Yeah. The laptop with the computer's plugged into kind of the computer of the penguin. And then there's a giant power cable plugged into the power.
so
box.
I'll unplug the laptop because I know I
Okay.
won't get like electrocuted with that, but I don't know. Do I feel confident that I wouldn't electrocute myself with that power coupling?
Seems risky, and the guys did tell you to just leave it alone. So
Yeah. So I'm leaving it alone, but I'm unplugging that laptop.
It might even be powering something that's important, but the small computer is lying about the hatch being closed. So that's
Is the cable going towards the place where we're going?
The Peterson.
Yes.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the old woman's got something. Maybe she's
I'm
Yeah.
saying she was loony.
experiments.
She's getting free Wi-Fi. Or
Sometimes they say
Wi-Fi.
people are. Sometimes they say people who are loony are actually scientists that are crazy.
She's getting free power over there.
yeah, free power. Yeah, that's it.
I guess let's start in over, yeah.
That's a good observation, Jake. That people they call loony are crazy. Yeah.
Shut up.
There's some bravery in Jake after all.
Yeah, you
Let's
just
go.
gotta push a button and then there's no more bark. It's just bite.
Yeah, I think I can see the Peterson's house from here.
Next thing you know, Jake will be asking for cigarettes. All right,
So
onward
head
we go.
toward
My dad
the
would
Peterson
kill me.
farm.
What was that?
Okay.
I said my dad would kill me if I smoked a cigarette.
So you follow the cabling and you get to the edges of what's obviously a farm. The barbed wire fence surrounding it has been crashed through, or part of it has been. You see tracks everywhere. Some of the big three-toed, some of the small three-toed, and one that looks like large dinner plates with like little nubbly toes kind of padding around in the snow here.
What the hell?
Um,
But is it mostly field?
Yes. And in front of you, you see a house, a large tractor, and a barn further in the distance. And it looks like the cabling is snaking to the barn itself.
Ah,
But giant
So-
raptor can't come and get us in the middle of the field without us seeing it coming, right?
Yes, it's
Well,
a
that-
large field. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, we could run better in the forest, maybe. Is there any smoke coming from the chimney on the house?
Mm-mm.
All right, just be very quiet, everybody. I want to start sneaking up to the barn.
See more bodies.
Oh yeah.
Is the tractor have snow on it?
So as you pass the tractor, it is obviously the remains of a hover tractor, and the magnetrine discs have been completely removed, and it's just sitting flat in the snow. It's got a layer of snow on top of it. Yes.
So Mrs. Peterson hasn't been tilling for a while.
No.
Just another way to say she's nuts.
How's that sneak roll, Vince?
Bad.
Well, you approach the barn, and luckily for you, there's nothing to sneak against, because
Hey.
as you're crunching through the snow, but nothing seems to take notice of your presence. I am assuming Vince was the only one who was moving forward. Inside of the barn, you can see a huge metal ring taking up the majority of the back of the barn, and there's cabling stretching to the ring from where you guys came from, and then there's cabling from the ring going into like a bank of computers sitting at a table. The ring, the huge metal ring, and it almost, you for a minute you think it's a picture, because there's a jungle scene in the ring, like a very tropical jungle of some kind.
Holy shit.
Most
Jake
of the
was right.
the footprints are all around here, leading out of the barn, like out. But they're coming from this direction. They were coming from this direction.
Steve,
Get over here.
Steve, do you know Miss Peterson?
Not really. I mean, I met her once or twice a long time ago, but I don't really know her.
Did she seem to you like she was an evil scientist?
I was really young at the time. She seemed friendly, I guess. Right, Keeper?
So you've probably met her once or twice. She seemed pretty unfriendly, and you think you remember that she may have the last time you'd met her, she worked for the Loop.
Okay, yeah. She worked for the Loop, I think, but I was really young.
Psst, Jake,
Oh my God. It really is a portal.
you should go through there and tell your ancestors not to have any babies.
Whoa. How do you know that it's even the past? It could just be like fucking Dino Land, like that isn't our past Dino Land.
Oh, like an alternate universe, like in Star Trek.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, from what I remember in school, which I will admit is not much, I don't remember them mentioning fucking feathered blue dinos.
I bet it's Smurf Planet,
I'm gonna
except the ancient Smurf Planet before the Smurfs came, when they were
still
Smurf
watch the
dinosaurs.
Smurfs.
No, my
How old
sister
are you?
does. It's on TV anyway.
What? I'm gonna go over and look at the computers and see if I
Okay.
understand any of it.
It from a cursory glance, it seems obvious that this is what is running the large metal ring. You do see a display pop up that says fuel empty, and that you see a large generator on the side of it. So that's the most obvious thing you see. And at the computer also is a child's piano that seems to be kind of hooked up to the computer as well.
Is there anything that indicates like a shut off button?
It's probably a program. You'd have to sit down and work at it a little bit.
If I go by the big metal loop, does it emanate any? Does it feel warm on the outside of it, or
Feel a breeze of like a hot, humid air.
Jungle.
and if I stand by the side of it, I could look across the ring and see farther away?
Yeah, make an investigate roll.
And I would like to ask a question, since I look at
Mhm.
fossil books and stuff. Do I see plants that don't exist anymore? ferns and things like that.
Large, lush ferns. Ben,
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I
No
failed. I'm going to
flowers.
push it. I'm going to get right up close to the edge and sniff it and peer in.
That's true.
Oh, only 1 out of 6.
That's all you need. You got 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stare in the distance, and this is what strikes you as strange. You kind of almost write it off in your mind initially. It's a very lush, jungly scene in front of you, but then when you look a little bit further in the distance, there's a tree house, like an obviously man-made tree house, and a very large bird that is kind of perched on the top of it in what you interpret to be somewhat of a menacing way.
Carter, you might be right about
Occasionally
the
it
multiple.
swoops and circles, and then it perches back on top.
And if I pick up some, like, is there loose straw on the floor in the lake?
Yeah.
Or clods of something?
Yeah.
If I toss something through, it just goes right through like it was a room and not.
Yeah. Goes right through.
Wow.
I wonder if we could go over into that world and become kings.
Kings of the dinosaurs.
Kings of the
I
dinosaurs.
don't think we qualify.
Yeah, they have things like that, like those things.
Aren't we here to check on Mrs. What's her name?
Yeah, Peterson.
Mrs. Peterson, the crazy
What if
scientist lady.
she made the treehouse, though?
Maybe she's in there now.
Well, we could at least, I'll just go into the house and check real quick. Does someone want to come with me?
I'll come
Yeah, I'll
with
go.
you.
Oh, yeah, you go, Jake.
Don't
look
go
innocent.
in there.
Wipe your nose first.
Okay.
Don't go in there.
Are all of you going to the house? Vincent, Carter, are you staying behind?
They're going to disobey and go in, of course. Nobody obeys a 13-year-old.
Vince, Carter, what are you going to do?
I just think we should explore. I don't want to go to the house either. I'm afraid of Mrs. Peterson now that I know that she makes.
So
I think I'm just
Steve's
going to hang
heading
out
toward
and
the
wait
house.
for them. Yeah.
Y'all head
Jake,
towards the
what are
house.
you doing?
I'm heading towards the house.
Bentley, what are you doing?
I'm going to keep looking around the barn.
Okay, you're in the barn. Vince and Carter, you're in the barn. Are the three of you Steve and Jake are heading toward the house? Are the three of you just going to stay in the barn?
I think maybe are there windows in the barn or is it just the door?
There's the large double doors, and then there's a hayloft and like a window out that way.
I don't want to get stuck on the hayloft. I'm gonna sort of hang out by the front of the barn and watch what happens when the other two go toward the crazy lady's house.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the house. So Steve and Jake, you are you just strolling up to the front porch and knocking on the door?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Not just strolling, but we're like,
Yeah.
I'm
looking
gonna.
around.
But
put
it's
a-
not like you're not sneaking to the front door. You're cautiously walking to the front. Okay.
I'm putting a couple extra pumps in my BB gun because I
Okay.
want this thing to be extra powerful.
yeah.
Okay. You knock on the door, but nobody answers.
We'll open the door.
Yeah, and it's open. It's the country. It's the 80s. No one locks their houses. It's a 2-story home. In the first floor, you have a kitchen with all the standard kitchen supplies. There is a crock pot sitting on the counter plugged in. It's obviously cooking something. The living room has a couch and a TV and a writing desk. And then you see a set of stairs going up, and you see a small bathroom. What do you want to do?
Oh, Mrs. Peterson?
You hear some shuffling upstairs.
Did you hear that, Jake?
Are you upstairs, Mrs. Peterson? She might
There's
be
no
hurt.
response.
Does it sound like a person shuffling around, or does it sound like crashing
It's not crashing.
around? Kind of.
It's not crashing for sure.
Okay.
Wait here. I'm going to look upstairs.
Okay.
But I'm
So you-
sneaking up.
All right, you can make sneak roll if you want to sneak up.
So I'll go to the base of the staircase.
Okay.
No.
So you hit the squeaky step.
Yeah.
But when you do that, a large husky comes barreling down the stairs, tails wagging, and she's jumping on you, but in a nice way. She's not,
I claim the $25.
Is it the lost? Does it look like that doggy that was lost?
It looks like
it's Juno.
And Carter could confirm it because he knows the owner.
It's Juno, but how are we going to do this? We need to put a leash on her.
Can we look around the house just for like a little rope or something, a leash, anything?
Yeah. You could probably find some rope. You can see that the back door has a doggy door, which is probably how she got in the first place. But it doesn't look like Miss Peterson owns a dog because there's no dog food or anything like that.
Oh, if the doggy was upstairs, I wonder. So I'll continue going upstairs after we secure the dog just to check to see if the dog might have been licking the poor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upstairs, you find a door that's closed, and you can see a bright orangey light coming from under the crack under the door. You just hear a humming noise when you put your ear to it.
No.
It's warm when you go to knock. It's kind of warm.
But it's not orangey like fire.
No,
no
it's
smoke.
not hot like fire. It's just kind of warm.
Mrs. Peterson?
No response.
So I'll try opening it and pushing the door back.
Okay.
But not going in, just sort of staying back.
So when you push open the door, you knock over a heat lamp. It's a bathroom. And you can see several heat lamps that are all kind of congregated around the bathtub.
Oh, what's in? Oh, no, please tell me there's not a bunch of eggs in that bath. I look in the bathtub. Jake?
A bunch of eggs in the bathtub.
These are big eggs, aren't they?
Back at the barn, Vince, Carter, Bentley. What are the three of you doing?
So when I extend something off the multi-tool and I stick it into the disc.
Okay. When you pull it back out, it's a little warm, especially because it's quite cold where you are now. So you definitely get that temperature differential.
And if I stick my left hand through,
you can feel that hot, humid air on your hand.
What are you thinking, Vince?
I'm going to step through.
Oh, God damn it. I'm going to step after you. I'm like, shit, I can't leave him in there alone.
Bentley, you see them stepping through the portal.
Guys, I'm gonna turn the bullhorn and yell, "Get it back out here!"
As you step through, you are vividly reminded of the fact that you are layered in clothes for the weather because you are now dripping in sweat. It is sticky and hot and just nasty. The flies and the bugs buzz around your head, larger than anything you've ever seen before. The sounds of jungle animals fill the air. What do you want to do?
And so there's like the tree house.
You see the tree house in the distance with a very large bird. Propped on top of it in a very menacing way.
I kind of want to hide myself a little bit.
Okay.
And kind of call out, Mrs. Peterson.
And you hear, help, help me.
Coming from the treehouse?
Yeah.
It's her.
Hey.
That damn bird. I can't leave.
Here, I go back. I can. Is there like duct tape or anything, or like around the cables back in the barn?
Yeah, well, we'll say you can find duct tape pretty easily.
Okay, because I'm going to take that radio and tape it to where it squelches and.
Oh. Okay. So for a moment, Bentley, you see Vince come back through the portal and he's like shuffling around looking for something.
Dude, what are you doing over there? You're going to get eaten by like an ancient beetle.
It wasn't in my horoscope, Bentley.
Tell it to Jake, dude. Is it cool?
It's hot. It's really hot. It's not cool at all.
God. You're so literal.
So you hop back in,
Mhm.
you duct tape it to it makes that squelching noise, make a force roll as you try to throw it in a direction that'll just completely distract the bird.
Yep. Oh, 6.
All right, and that's where we'll stop for a break as you chuck the squelching radio and you see the pterosaur kind of look up and go flying in that direction. So 5-minute break.
Awesome.
Good.
So the pterosaur goes flying off in the direction of the squawking radio. What do the two of you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to the voice. Who's asking for
All
help?
right.
Yeah.
So you climb. It's a very primitive little tree house, but you climb to the top of it. Inside, you find a makeshift workspace. There's a desk with some writing materials on it, some diagrams, some eggs, and there's an older woman about 65, and she's laying on a cot, and she looks terrible. She's sweating. She looks feverish, and she's what are you two doing here?
Why the fuck does that matter? We're going to get you out of here. I'm going to
The hell are you doing here?
We're going to cut back to the house. So, Steve, you found the bathtub full of dinosaur eggs. What do you want to do?
My God. Jake, take a look at this. Have you seen these in your books you read?
Dino eggs. Holy crap.
That's not good. I'm sure they make great eating, but who knows how many have hatched so far? This is not good. Yeah, so I'm unplugging the heat lamps.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, then I'm going to take one of the eggs.
Okay.
What are
Souvenir.
you doing, Jake? It's not going to be like a little cute pet dino.
I don't want it to hatch. I don't care if it dies. I want the egg. Besides, it could be a month before it would hatch. And I'm not going to keep it warm.
Maybe it might, but what happens if it's going to hatch like in the next hour?
I'll just kill it.
All right.
To be fair,
okay.
the hatching process does take some time with
Yeah.
animals that hatch from eggs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, Steve wouldn't know any of that. No, maybe.
Fair. That's fair.
All right,
So,
we'll get
what
on
do you
it.
guys want to do?
You know, we didn't really think about it, but can we assume that we all have like backpacks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put it in my backpack.
Okay.
I plug the lights and I'll just
The lady's not here. I wonder if she's in that other world.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. We didn't check the bedroom. We should
Is there
go
a
over
phone
there.
here? We should maybe call and tell them to get there. Get up here.
I'm
You're
going
not
to check the
believe
bed.
me though.
I want to really try to find Miss Peterson, so
Okay.
I'll check the bedroom.
She's not there, but you do find there's a desk here in the bedroom, and you do find there's a lot of paperwork, a journal, there's a diagram, and what looks like a Walkman.
Huh. I'll grab the journal and maybe take a look. Hey, Jake, you might get something out of this. I'll just start playing the Walkman.
Coming through the Walkman's buds are Aha's Take On Me.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this song before.
Did you say one of you read the journal?
You've seen that video. You've seen that music video where they're like looking through a portal.
Yeah.
But it's cartoon world on one side and
I wonder if that's what she's done. That's what these maybe these are dinosaurs. I mean, obviously these are eggs here. God, maybe she's hatching them.
They won't believe us when we call, though. What if we tell them a lie? What if we tell them that there's a... They won't believe us.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, I'm going to take an egg then and put another egg in my backpack because we need proof just in case one breaks or something. And there'll be a moment where I look at the egg and I hover over it looking down to see if there any
possibly go wrong when you do something like that. Yeah.
What is that?
Did you say you were reading the journal, Steve? I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Oh no, I pointed since Jake's the bookworm. I figured he could dive into that really fast.
Okay, well, this is what it looks like.
Oh, it's October 13th, 1985. Diane Peterson, have unlocked the secret to tidal gravity-assisted space-time field warping. I told you. Which would most probably be labeled time travel by all the mouth-breathing plebes who surround me. I will immediately begin gathering the proper materials needed to construct a working prototype for demonstration. P.S. I should mention that sorting out the core calculations related to the phenomena only took me about 20 minutes of concentrated mental effort while waiting for my jasmine rice to boil last night. P.P.S. Those fools who expelled me from the loop will be eternally remorseful. November 11th, about a month later. After days of testing, I have finally accomplished my primary goal. I have named it the Spark. When activated, the Spark causes a rift in the continuum of time. This is technically called a time-warped field. Currently, it is a very small rift, about 1.5 inches in diameter. The Spark needs an immense amount of power to create a rift. I am currently tapping into the loop to obtain sufficient energy. I have been very careful to avoid detection so far. The machine draws power from the loop and stores it up. This process took 2 weeks for the 2 charges. 1 charge to create the rift, 1 charge to close the rift again. I'm glad we didn't unattach the cable then. November 17th, 1985. I've experimented with stretching the rift and found that this can be accomplished using magnetrine discs, which she got off of the tractor. The Spark is not powerful enough to close the rift once it is stretched out. I must divert additional power to the magnetrine discs, causing the rift to reduce back to its original size, allowing the Spark to close the rift. I've also drawn a diagram of the machine. It might help my future assistants who are not able to fully comprehend the device's complexity. November 25th, 1985. In an effort to protect my previous work, I have established an ingenious security system. I've always had a horrible time with passwords, but I can easily remember melodies. Nobody will ever be able to crack my code. December 2nd, 1985. I have decided that it would be really cool to have a pet dinosaur. Jesus Christ. If I could tame one, I could use it as a grand reveal when I release my experiments to the public. I've already collected a few eggs that were near the rift. They are incubating in this farmhouse. Holy Moses.
Wow.
As you finish reading that, Bentley and Jake and Steve, you can hear the rumbling approach of something large.
Oh no.
Like mechanical rumbling or
No.
Quick question. What was in the bedroom that was warm? And I'm sorry, yes, I remember now.
It was the bathroom.
Yeah, heating lamps.
Did you hear that?
God, I couldn't miss it. What the hell's that? I don't want to think about what that could be. I rush to the window and look out.
Bentley, are you kind of doing the same from the barn? Or
As soon as I saw Vince come out and go back, I was like going right toward the window.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be the only one who doesn't go to the other dimension.
Okay, so you're going through as well.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm on the inside or the outside when the big footsteps come.
Oh, we'll say that you hear that as you're going through, so you can decide whether you want to stay or go.
Yeah, I'm over. I'm going to start filling my pockets with ferns and rocks.
Okay, you're committing. Okay, so then we'll go through. Vince, Carter, you see Bentley climb back through the portal from the window of the little tree house. Bentley, you don't see where the guys have gone. They're not actually anywhere that you see. So Vince, Carter, you're talking with Diane Peterson in the cabin. And she said, yeah, what are you two doing here?
Yeah, and I said, why the fuck does that matter? We're getting out of here. And am I going to pick her up? I'm trying to.
And she's leaning heavily on you. She feels very feverish.
Carter, help me out.
Yeah. I'll help her get up.
My work. Don't grab my work, boys. She's pointing to her desk. There's just like papers and.
Is there papers? I'm scooping them up. Like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like walking her toward the door. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing? This is research. I found a way to go back in time. What are you doing here?
Trying to find a dog.
It's a long story and it's your fault, but let's just talk about that later.
Wait, what day is it? It's December
19th.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I've been out of it for days. I don't know what could that portal's been open. Oh, who knows what could have happened. Let's go, boys. Come quick.
Yep.
And of course, as you're climbing down, you see Bentley now. Bentley, you see them climbing down this tree house with an older woman.
I don't know if we want to go out right now. I heard something really big coming. Did you let a brontosaurus out or something? We saw big footprints in the field. You're in so much trouble.
No, some things got through.
Oh,
damn it!
Yep.
People got killed, lady.
Oh,
yeah, Mike. I don't know if you
sort
Mike.
this out. Quickly, boys, quickly.
Yep, going.
So as you're leaving the portal, Steve and Jake, you're peeking out the windows. Those of you coming through the portal, you can all see it now too. It's a very large triceratops. It's got a length of barbed wire kind of stuck in its haunch, and it's like rubbing itself against a tree and making these kind of mournful sounding noises. And
okay, now that is a dinosaur.
How does sound go through the membrane?
There's no sound that crosses the membrane, so you wouldn't have heard it until you went back through.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm stuffing my backpack full of interesting things.
Of course.
Before they go out, and I'm going to follow them out sort of sadly. But when I see the injured animal, I'm going to be very concerned. It's rubbing itself on the fence outside the barn? Is that?
Like yeah, kind of like a tree near the barn, like it's trying to dislodge this length of barbed wire stuck inside of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking toward it with I guess I'm gonna pull a bit of greenery out of the backpack and sort of move toward it and sort of wave it back and forth.
It is an empathize roll to kind of try to calm it and.
Right, which I have 6. Complete failure, but I'm good with animals, so I'm going to use that roll.
Okay, that just means it's because it automatically succeeds. It's your pride. That means
that's my pride.
You only get to use it this one time, but you automatically succeeded at this attempt. So it is now calm and eating some leafy greens. And the Jake and Steve, you can see that from the farmhouse. You see Bentley slowly approach it with some leafy greenery, and you see it starting to eat it out of his hands.
My God, what's Bentley doing?
So, and I'm gonna like, it's got a sort of beaky snout bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of patting that while I feed it some more stuff, and I'm making nice sounds. And it's sort of keening, right? Making a noise.
I think it's pain. It's in pain.
I'm gonna try to make the same sort of noise back to it while I rub it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably as big as the body is a van, and then there's a head and a tail.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. So I'm going to move slowly, patting it as I go.
Okay.
Here's Sower.
If you want to pull it out, it's a force roll. And you could have another kid could help you for a bonus.
Hey, look, Bentley, let me help you with that.
Yeah, come here, Vance.
I have the multi-tool.
Drop the old lady.
I'll let you use the multi-tool to kind of grip it and pull it. And you could have a bonus if Bentley's like helping you. Vince, that would be force +2 for the multi-tool. Or actually, I think Bentley, you have a multi-tool as well.
I do.
So force plus the multi-tool plus a +1 for a kid helping you.
So that'd be
7 for me.
That'd be 8 for me.
Yep. Go for it. Yeah.
Ooh, 6s.
That's good. I got no 6s. So
How many did you get, Bentley?
2.
Okay, so that means you succeed, and it's an extra. So maybe, unless you think of something else that you want to take this extra success, maybe it's
I would like to sort of pat it toward the ring.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Oh yeah. So you're trying to like usher it.
Right. It's cold here, and it must want to be warm again. So it's like, go on, girl.
You see that it's kind of turning back toward the farmhouse. Like it wants to go to the farmhouse.
I don't know about the eggs,
Steve and Jake, you can kind of see Bentley herding it. What do the two of you want to do? You're in the house.
Why is he herding it towards us?
I don't know. I think maybe Bentley's lost his marbles. The thing could eat him, maybe.
Well, it might not eat him, but it might trample him. You know, my cousin Bill, he got trampled by a buffalo out in Yellowstone. He thought I could just go up and pet the damn thing. It's just a cow.
It's is that like a metasaurus or a vegosaurus?
It's a vegosaurus.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, at least
I think
that's that.
I mean, nobody was ever there to see them eat.
All right, so I'll start going downstairs, and I want to be able to evacuate this house in case it starts getting battered to pieces.
Okay. As the two of you come out, the Triceratops now is ignoring Bentley's attempts to herd her entirely and is doubling down on Jake specifically. And the old woman is her eggs. They're in the farmhouse.
Not all of them. I'm going to pull the one out of my backpack and set it on the ground.
She's that this satisfies her.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Oh, geez, guys. Oh, geez. What are you going to do? It's going to freeze.
Mama's here. Mama wants them.
And you do, when you say that, Bentley, you notice that she is moving very sluggishly. This is not her natural habitat. Yeah, this is
right.
I'm going to, guys, help me. I'm going to get some of the plants from there and try to make a trail for her to go home. Because otherwise the deathbot's just going to blow her up and make a big mess. And she didn't do anything.
Where the hell's the deathbots?
They're stupid.
I'm going to like get the barn doors open and try to, help get her into this once we can lure her there.
With her eggs, you can easily coax her toward the ring because that's clearly.
Come on, Mama.
Oh yeah, keep them warm. Turn them in your hands and keep them warm, and we can
bring them. She'll follow us.
She's really sweet,
and she,
with
very little effort, she goes through the ring.
Okay, I was going to say I'm not so sure that I want to go through the ring. So I'll be like, here it is, Mama. Go get it.
Dude.
After that, Diane turns to all of you and she says, is that it? Was she the only one that made it out?
No, there were
Raptors.
Crap. We've got to get them. We've got to round them all up. We've got to send them back through there, and we've got to close the gate.
There's kill bots that are going to kill them. They're hunting them down.
You can get killbots on the way.
Did you get sick over there? Do you have like ancient plague?
Antibiotics.
Is that a thing?
Cure it up.
She could have any kind of germ that hasn't been around for a million years.
She's got
and we
like
have no immunity
cooties.
to it.
She's gonna kill everybody.
That's a thing.
Lady, you're really dumb. Anyway, there's giant monsters. So
What's the magical tune in case you don't make it?
Take on me.
Oh,
what?
of course it is.
Why would
Well,
we want to
thank
take
God we all
on
took
you?
piano lessons.
Listen. No one can find out about. I'll pay you. No
How
one can
much?
find out about this.
It's a little too late for that, lady.
We're gonna get $25 for the dog.
There's another egg in the farm. big
In the farmhouse?
in the crock
How big?
pot.
In the
All right.
crock pot,
All right, here, quick, help me. We'll get it through the gate before. Gotta do this
Hey,
quick.
I'll pay you. What did you say was what dinosaurs did you say were loose?
Raptors.
They're blue and they
Blue,
have
red,
like
feathers.
mohawks.
and probably a T-Rex.
The feathers.
They kill and eat people and deer and stuff.
Listen.
You're a very irresponsible scientist.
I give you $100. Just help me round these things up and get them back through the damn door.
The hell are we going to round them
I
up? They'll
can't.
eat you.
They can't know. They can't know.
We've already called people.
I think they're
Maybe
gonna
you should-
know.
I think you should go to the hospital and let the military like blow up your dinosaur mistakes.
And she does. She's like sitting down, like she's like, I gotta sit down.
How do we close the door?
You gotta start up the program.
I might be able to figure it out, but is this? I'll try to look at it, see if I can make sense out of it.
Do you go ahead?
Go ahead. I was gonna say the display says it's out of fuel. She's like, it's stuck open. You gotta. It needs fuel. Start up the program and close it.
It's out. It's
What's
out
the
of fuel.
fuel?
The diesel, the tractor. Just fuel up the generator.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I look around for like a hose.
Well, there's probably a way that she's done it in the past. So
Yeah, she
Probably
has stuff
can.
to siphon it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cans.
So you and I'll go do that because we're
Yeah.
most mechanical.
Oh yeah. Let's do it, Jake.
So, how do you all want to do this? Do you want to? You have a couple of options as to how you want to finish this out. What do you want to do? She's
So-
offering you money to help her round up what you can and send it back through. You can take her up on that. You could ignore it. It's whatever you
I
want to
mean,
do.
let's what? How would we do that? Take the eggs and
If she
bring
knows
them
way to
back
like
here?
call the dinosaurs back, then that's one thing. But otherwise, they're just like roaming.
Yeah, we'd be hunting for hours or
Things
days.
hunting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do figure it out, we could just take her money and then tell people anyway.
Well, I don't think that people don't know. I mean, they're going to know.
They're gonna
very
find out.
quickly. Those dinosaurs are going to move down into the town, or
Oh, well, we told them about the big power cable that leads right to
Right.
here.
Like they're
Right.
gonna find out. It's just like, do we want to tell them everything we know, or just let them find out?
I
Well,
think
the
we just
other
need to
thing is
close
that
the
we're
damn
probably
thing.
all going to get like really bad bronchitis.
Or something worse. We need to close the portal.
Yeah. I think the most. Yeah, we got to close the portal
Yeah.
because
It
it'll
would be
take us.
nice. It's okay with me now that Daisy went through if we let the other ones just get killed because they're all meat eaters. But it would be nice if we could send them back home too. And you know, there's all kinds of time paradoxes. So maybe like one of those dinosaurs like has to go back there because if it doesn't eat like the right marsupial, then there won't be any life at all in Antarctica or something, you know?
They won't invent the car.
There was an issue of Creepy Magazine where these people went back in time and they stepped on a butterfly, and when they came back to the future, they were all moths.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Time doesn't. If that
That's not very
happened, it
rad.
would have already happened. So this has already happened. It's
How do you know?
not effect because it's happened. It's happened right in front of us.
Was that in your almanac?
I was just about to say.
Now we got to close this. We
have
got
to
to close
close
it.
the portal.
Here, okay, so I'm going to try to make the daisy sound through the speaker, and maybe that will make the bad ones come because they think it's hurt. And then while I do that, you guys can try to make the thing close down, and we'll see if we can time it right.
Okay, so it sounds like what we're doing is Steve, for sure, is going to siphon gas
Yes.
and power the generator. Bentley is attempting to mimic Stegosaurus noises to attract some predators. The way the climaxes work in Tales from the Loop is that it is a collaborative effort to conclude the mystery. And the way that it is done is each character contributes in some way to the conclusion of the mystery, and they roll whatever skill it is that is appropriate to that contribution, and you're all trying to achieve a dice pool of successes.
Okay.
So I know that Steve's going to siphon gas. I know
Yeah.
that Bentley is going to imitate the Stegosaurus. I need to know what Jake, Vince, and Carter are doing.
I'm providing magnificent, calming confidence.
All right.
Smoking
so
a cigarette
Vince-
and be like, "We got this, guys." I'm
Vince is
leading.
choosing to lead. All right, Carter, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to use my boombox again and do sort of a combination of, if any of them get like off track, I'm going to try to spook them back on track. And at the same time, maybe provide some nice jams to encourage the others, maybe use charm.
Okay. And Jake, what are you going to do?
I am going to attempt to comprehend the way it all works
Okay. So maybe
so that I
assist
can shut it down.
Diane too. Yeah, you're like assisting Diane in getting everything shut down. Okay. So it's going to kind of happen in order. First, it would have to go to Steve. You're siphoning the gas. That would be a tinker roll.
Tinker roll. Okay, here we go. Tinker is here. Ooh, wow. Got 7 dice. What could possibly go wrong? It's 7 dice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, here's 7. All right, come on. Be spectacular. Oh, 2 6s.
All right, excellent. So you can, because if you remember I said that you're all trying to achieve as many successes as possible, you can spend your luck, keep those 2 successes, and roll again to try to continue contributing to the group dice pool
Okay.
of successes if you
I
want
will do that, please. Now, do I re-roll the misses?
Just the
or do I
failures.
just the failures? So I'm taking my 2 6s off to the side. And then here's my 5 dice. Luck spent. And oh, 1 more 6.
All right, so 3 successes. So as he's doing that, Bentley, you are attempting some Stegosaurus calls over the loudspeaker.
Do you think that's empathize, comprehend, or charm?
I'll let you decide. I could see the argument for either one of those.
Well, empathize is my strong suit, so that's what I'll run with.
The megaphone will give you a +2 as it is an elevated bonus item. It's not just like a stick. It's like an actual piece of technology.
Sure. I get one more than I had. Okay, so that's 2, and I haven't
Okay.
used my luck yet either, so I'm going to go ahead and spend luck to try to increase the pool as well. With 1 more. 3.
Okay, so Vince, they're getting ready. You can hear Bentley making these calls, and you can all hear rumbling and shuffling after a few minutes of Bentley continuously making these calls. Now is the time to rally your troops.
Yep. All right, we've got to prepare to get them in here, and everybody get the hell out of the way so they don't crush you to death or decide to snack on their way out.
All right, make your roll. Does your iconic item apply in this case to give you?
By standing outside the barn smoking and just directing everybody.
It does give you an air of cooler, older kid.
Yeah, so that's how I'm using it. I'm confidently smoking and
all right, yeah.
So
Make
cool.
it go for it. I'll allow it. Yeah. Everyone thinks you're just so cool as you're giving this speech.
2 6s.
All right, excellent. Jake, so you're helping Diane get everything running. Steve has gotten the gasoline into the generator. It's getting up and running. What do you want to use to kind of, you're comprehending with her, you're helping her.
Comprehend. Right.
She's probably directing you a little bit. So I'll give you a +1. You have an adult helping you. She's like, no, that one, we're running that program.
Okay. Nothing. I will, however, use my luck.
Okay.
Shake those things up. Oh. Nothing.
Okay. Does your pride apply here?
Does my what?
Pride. What is your pride?
Nothing scares me. Everything has an explanation.
Do you think you could apply that to this situation for a single automatic success?
Yeah, maybe what I'm doing is I'm looking at her calculations and thinking there's something really wrong here. And that's why I'm failing. I have to just trust what she's written down. And
okay. So we'll give that a success. That'll be a single success, but you've used your pride. And
okay.
Finally, Carter. So the rumbling is coming at a distance. You know it's all coming. And you have the big T-Rex, the one that you have not seen yet.
Ugh.
With his large crested feathered hood, and he's running and he's looking and he sees all of these little tasty treats, and he's flanked by the 3 velociraptors. So how do you keep them on track so they continue going straight through the portal?
I guess I'm just gonna try to run from where I was off to the side, like to try to get sort of behind them, or just so I can spur them towards the portal and like be spurred, so they're not going to be like, I'm going to the portal. Oh, treats! They're like portal, leave forward, away from bad noise.
You're like, you're hurting them. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm trying to hurt them with a boombox.
With loud noises to scare them. Yeah.
Oh, I got 1. Wait, no, I got 2 because that one was caught. So I got 2 successes.
All you needed was the 1 to complete the required amount. So you blast the music. You're kind of shuffling them through the portal. They go through. Jake, you and Diane finish out the last sequence to close it, and it goes.
Take black. On me.
And it fades to black. And Diane looks at all of you and says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've done a lot to help me, boys. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my purse. You've done a great thing, boys. Science has won today."
And when she goes to get her purse, I'm putting all of her papers in my backpack.
And as we're waiting for $100, I'm gonna look to the others and be like, "So I was thinking, I gotta write a song." Oh, nice. Yeah, for $125. Yeah. I was thinking I gotta write a song, right? For the dino death bots or whatever we come up with, right? So what do you think a better title is? Anyone misplaced half a deer, reading Reed's entrails, or saving the dinos from the death bots? What are you thinking?
Oh, I like the entrails one.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't, maybe we'll do an album. Anyway, $100.
So she pays you. Do you maintain the silence?
Can we maintain the silence? Because everybody's going to be.
Well, they're going to find out, but are we going to give them more information, or are we going to just let them find out by themselves?
Because, they'll trace the power cable here unless we disconnect it and help roll it up. But
are we going to make it easy for them and go in for an interview, or are we going to make them actually do work and go looking around for shit?
Well,
I won't say anything, but if my dad corners me about the phone call, I might tell him whether he believes me or not.
But did you call from Steve's aunt's place, or?
I did, but I told him there were dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There are footprints everywhere.
There are footprints everywhere. And then there's the dead guy. But
And
basically
you
they're
can't hide all of that equipment.
right. But as soon as like the snow melts, then our bike tracks are going to be completely gone. Whereas all the evidence goes straight to her. And anyway, if she doesn't get to hospital soon, she's just going to cough up a lung anyway. So maybe we wait until we find out whether we all got, Jurassic lung. And if we didn't, then I know, right?
Well, I didn't go into Jurassic World.
Yeah, but you touched the eggs.
Yeah,
You were exposed to her.
Right.
I mean, do you know how you can get botulism? Maybe you touch those eggs and you make a hamburger.
Water on extra.
So my guess is that the second the adults start figuring things out, they're going to come running to at least me, because I was on the phone, and say, "What do you know?" And I'll probably spill the beans.
Of course you will, Jake. Well, I don't think they pay any attention to anything we say anyway, and we saved the whole town. And,
Damn straight.
Yeah.
And we made a little bit of money. So I think we keep it to ourselves until, some little twerp narcs on us. But in the meantime, we can tell Rick to go and fuck himself, which would be really fun.
So you bring Juno back to Nick Evans. He thanks you profusely, is so happy to see his dog that's been missing for 3 days. He gives you $30 because he genuinely did not think he was going to see her again. As he ushers you out, Carter, he pulls you aside and he says, so your Aunt Lisa, she seeing anybody right now? I thought I heard a rumor.
You talked to her. I don't know what was. I can't even keep it together. If you were even together last month or not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I just if you'd heard anything. All right. Well,
I mean,
tell her I asked about her. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know. But my best guess is your chances haven't gotten any better or worse, I guess.
And we end the scenario with what each of you is doing at the end of the day. So who would like to go first? What are you doing? You've come home, you've brought the dog back, you've split the money. What are you doing?
I'm putting my $6 into an old cigar box that I keep in my desk.
We also have that $100 split.
27. Yeah.
$26.
27.
26.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us. 27, I think.
26.
No, you're right. 26.
130 divided by 5. Oh my God.
I'm not the math one.
I've got the calculation. Anyways, I'm doing that, and I'm pulling out my journal, and I am drawing pictures of dinosaurs.
Okay.
And writing things down, and I'm copying out some of the notes.
Diagrams. Yeah. When Dad comes home on time for the first time in a month, he says, well, man, whatever happened with the power surges, they finally figured it out. Jake, how was your day?
It was okay.
That weird phone call. I'm telling you, son, you got to stop hanging out with that Tate boy. He's just no good. The last time he came over here, he reeked of cigarettes. So whatever nonsense he's putting in your head,
I'm not going to smoke. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to smoke.
All right. Well, what did you do all day?
Oh, just rode around on our bikes.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good day. Christmas is coming soon. I bet Santa's going to bring you something real nice.
Oh, that's nice. Go fuck yourself. I don't say that. I don't say that.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Who is next? What are you doing this evening?
I'll come home with instead of $26, just $25 because I spent an extra buck on dog snacks and treats. And when I get home, I run straight to Puppers, my doggy, give him a big hug. So happy to see him alive and well, and give him treats. And just tell him that he's a good boy and I'm glad he didn't go out today. And of course, I quickly clean up any doggy mess before mom and dad come home late tonight.
And when mom and dad come home, it's been a long day, and they said, well, what did you do today, Steve?
Oh, just rode around on my bike. I went to check on Dottie and Bill, and just dropped in, say hi, and yeah, they thought they saw some wolf thing, but it didn't turn out to be much at all. They say hi, by the way.
Oh, Steve, you're such a good boy. That's so sweet of you, taking care of Dottie and Bill like that. Oh, we're just so lucky to have you, Steve. Just I did, and for Christmas that year, you receive a very nice video game system.
Oh, cool.
They're so proud of you, so delighted that you're such a good kid.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Who wants to go next? What are you doing this evening?
Well, I guess I know that I'm going to be busy writing multiple songs, maybe an album about our exploits today. Some like actual, wonderful, real little tales that I can turn into songs. And then maybe, brightening things up a bit. Add a few extra songs in there for extra stuff that's maybe gussied up a bit from the truth.
Very good. Vince?
I'm going to pick up Carol from the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make the mac and cheese that she likes with the pickles in it, even though I think it's really gross. And when she's safely ensconced in front of the television, I'm gonna pull out one of my blank paper books and start pressing the remaining plant matter in between the dry pages and making notes about the shape of the lobes of the plants and the spores and things.
Very nice. And Vince, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go get some fast food. Like go to a McDonald's, and then I'm probably gonna go pick up some weed and go smoke it in the junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
Until I know both my parents would be asleep or passed out, and then slink back into my room.
You see Rick and his crew kind of, you kind of pass ways, and they just kind of nod at you, like, but nothing comes of it, and you go your separate ways. The incident is never reported in the news. It is said that the park rangers successfully rounded up the wolves and released them to the wilds in, a better habitat. That Mike Reed was, tragically perished in a wolf attack. Diane Peterson, the Peterson farm, if you ever go back there, is sold, and Diane Peterson is in the wind. No one knows where she's gone or what's happened to her. No one, of course, believes your story. The dinosaur tracks are swept away quickly and easily, and no one speaks of it. And that's where we end our story.
Lots and lots of fun. Great game. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. That was awesome. Fantastic.
Glad you enjoyed it. You found the mystery of it all. It was a disgruntled loop worker who was fired and clearly had an inflated sense of her worth. Had discovered how to create a time portal, and
well, to be fair,
she did.
She had a great deal of worth. She just wasn't a very good team player.
Well, she was smart. She was smart. She was just also, not completely sane.
Yeah.
And that often comes together.
Didn't think very highly of anyone else in her life.
If you're both going to go back in time and build a treehouse and catch dinosaur plague, you also shouldn't leave a lot of heat lamps in the bathroom. I mean, talking about multiple hazards. Gee whiz, lady.
So she got into the treehouse. The bird started molesting her, and she got stuck there for days.
As she was going in and out, she was picking up some virus and getting weaker and weaker, but continuing her work, pushing through it. And eventually the bird did trap her in the house, and then she was just too weak to do anything about it. So-
And did we all end up dying of some horrible disease?
No, you don't actually. You do
That's
not.
fortunate.
And antibiotics cure up whatever it is she had. So thank God for modern medicine.
Oh, well, that's good because it's kind of like smallpox or
Yeah, sure.
measles.
And then 3 months later, all of you died. Oh God!
3 months
Nobody's
later,
been
all
exposed to
mammals
the germ.
die.
Anyway, let me go ahead and do the exit. Our players included Morgan Llewellyn, Stuart Lively, David Gasaway, John Dos Passos, and myself with Holly Buteau as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of Simon Stålenhag and the Tales from the Loop role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.